I asked that because I see your fingers and I could tell they look bad. They look.
Yeah, someone broke them.
Hi, my friend. Welcome back to our channel. How are you today? Come sit with me and relax, sipping a cool cup of tea in the hot weather. I'll take you to learn about famous people who became homeless and you would never recognize them. Let's go. Amanda Bynes, once the beloved star of Nickelodeon's All That and the Amanda Show, rose to fame as a teen sensation in movies like What a Girl Wants. However, behind the scenes, her life took a tumultuous turn. Struggling with substance use disorder, Amanda's career faltered amidst legal troubles and diminishing opportunities. The wealth that once seemed boundless began slipping away. Her personal struggles became public spectacles, troubling social media posts, driving incidents, and a psychiatric hold starkly contrasting her bubbly on-screen persona. Eventually, a conservatorship was imposed, stripping her of financial control. Yet, Amanda's resilience shone through. She fought to overcome her challenges, committing to sobriety. In 2022, the termination of her conservatorship marked a turning point, signaling a hopeful comeback from her darkest days. If you want to explore the journey with me, please leave number 1 and watch this video until the end. Interesting things are waiting for you in the video. Lonnie Willison's rise to fame in the early 2000s was a testament to her striking beauty and fitness prowess, landing her coveted spots in magazines and campaigns. Yet, behind the glossy facade, her personal life took a turbulent turn. Her marriage to Baywatch star Jeremy Jackson ended amid allegations of violence, marking the beginning of a downward spiral. In the years that followed, Willison's circumstances grew increasingly dire. She was spotted rummaging through dumpsters and living in homeless encampments, a shocking contrast to her former glamorous life. Reports reveal battles with addiction and mental health issues, reflecting a stark reality far from the runways and photo shoots she once graced. Lonnie Willison's story serves as a sobering reminder of the unpredictable nature of fame and the profound impact of personal struggles on even the most glamorous lives. What's better than starting the day with a delicious cup of tea and watching this fascinating video together? Corey Haim won the hearts of audiences with memorable roles in films such as The Lost Boys, Lucas, and Liken to Drive. His youthful charm and undeniable talent quickly made him a sought-after star in Hollywood. Yet beyond the glare of stardom, Haim also struggled with profound personal challenges that overshadowed his professional success. His struggles with substance abuse and mental health issues plagued him throughout his life, leading to intermittent periods of rehabilitation and career peaks. Despite efforts to overcome these obstacles, setbacks continue. Tragically, on March 10, 2010, at the age of 38, Corey Haim passed away from pneumonia, combined with an enlarged heart and arteriosclerosis. His untimely death is a stark reminder of the dark reality of fame and the devastating consequences of addiction for talented individuals like him. Please comment number 1 to let me know that you will be with us until the end of this video. Lisa Robin Kelly gained fame for her role as Lori Foreman on That 70s Show. Graduating with a BFA from the theater school at DePaul University, her talent and passion for acting propelled her into the limelight. Despite her on-screen success, Lisa faced significant challenges off-screen. She battled with substance abuse, which began during her time on the show and was exacerbated by personal tragedies, including a heartbreaking miscarriage. Lisa's struggles with addiction led to legal issues, including DUI arrests and domestic disputes, intensifying the public scrutiny she endured. In a candid revelation, Lisa admitted fleeing from her rising career due to her drinking problem, a decision that haunted her as she fought for recovery. Sadly, Lisa Robin Kelly passed away on August 15, 2013, at the age of 43 in a rehab facility in Altadena, California. Attributed to multiple drug intoxication, marked a tragic conclusion to a life that had once shone brightly on screen. John Drew Barrymore. His father, John Barrymore, and mother, Dolores Costello, were iconic figures in theater and film, yet John Drew struggled to carve out his own identity amidst their towering legacies. From a young age, John Drew faced challenges, including his parents' separation when he was just 18 months old. Despite his mother's efforts to steer him away from acting, he debuted in films at 17, drawn inevitably to the stage and screen. His career was a tumultuous ride, showcasing moments of brilliance alongside personal struggles such as legal issues and substance abuse, which later led to periods of homelessness. John Drew Barrymore's life serves as a poignant reminder that even those born into Hollywood royalty can grapple with shadows. His legacy lives on through his children, including his daughter Drew Barrymore, whose own career has both honored and transcended the family name. Jim Carrey rose to comedic stardom in the 90s with his infectious energy and expressive performances in films like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. His characters became iconic symbols of comedic brilliance, solidifying his status as a beloved figure in entertainment. Beyond comedy, Carrey showcased his versatility with acclaimed roles in dramatic films such as The Truman Show and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, demonstrating his ability to excel across genres. However, amidst his professional success, Carrey faced personal challenges, including battles with depression and the tragic loss of his ex-girlfriend, Catriona White. Despite these hardships, Jim Carrey emerged as a resilient advocate for mental health awareness, using his experiences to shed light on the importance of mental well-being. Today, his legacy extends beyond acting. Erin Moran securing her first acting role at just 5 years old. She gained widespread fame as Joni Cunningham on Happy Days, though this success also led to typecasting and challenges in transitioning to different roles as she matured. Despite her early accomplishments, Moran faced personal struggles, including battles with substance abuse and financial instability. These difficulties were exacerbated by the relentless pace and demands of Hollywood. In her later years, she experienced a decline, grappling with the harsh realities of waning fame. Erin Moran's passing on April 22, 2017, due to complications related to stage 4 cancer, marked a tragic conclusion to a life that began with immense promise in the entertainment industry. Her story sheds light on the unseen struggles that can accompany a life, emphasizing the importance of compassion and support for those navigating the pressures of fame. Randy Quaid, in the National Lampoon's Vacation series, has led a life beyond the screen filled with dramatic twists and legal troubles. Despite his prolific career spanning over 90 films, Quaid and his wife Evie found themselves embroiled in scandal in 2009. Accused of defrauding an innkeeper in Santa Barbara with an invalid credit card, they faced subsequent legal challenges, including burglary charges for allegedly squatting in. The situation escalated when the Quaids fled to Canada, claiming persecution and evading arrest warrants. However, their flight was halted at the Vermont-Canada border by U.S. Customs agents. In a surprising twist, a Vermont judge dismissed the charges against them, citing discrepancies in the California authorities' case. This decision allowed the Quaids to settle in Vermont, where they now reside away from the Hollywood spotlight they once thrived in. Dana Plato's life, starting with early fame and ending tragically, reflects the complexities of Hollywood. Dana became beloved as Kimberly Drummond on Different Strokes, capturing hearts with her portrayal of a wholesome teenager. After the show ended, Plato struggled with the transition from child star to adult actress, facing challenges in securing roles and battling personal demons like substance abuse and financial troubles. Legal issues, including arrests for robbery and prescription forgery, added to her difficulties and marred her public image. Tragically, Dana Plato passed away in Moore, Oklahoma, from a prescription drug overdose, initially deemed accidental, but later ruled a suicide. Her story highlights the fragile nature of fame, the harsh realities of celebrity life, and the importance of understanding and compassion in the face of personal struggles. Wesley Snipes. Rising to fame with roles in films like Spike Lee's Mo' Better Blues and the Blade trilogy, Snipes became known for his versatility and magnetic screen presence. However, behind his public persona, Snipes faced significant legal troubles, notably tax evasion charges that led to a conviction for failing to file taxes from 1999 to 2004. Despite earning millions, he was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison, a period that prompted introspection and reflection on his decisions. Released in 2013, Snipes emerged with a renewed perspective, focusing on his values and purpose. He has since maintained a lower profile, appearing selectively in films such as The Expendables 3 and Coming to America, alongside Eddie Murphy. Wesley Snipes' journey serves as a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of fame and the enduring consequences of one's actions. Danny Bonaduce, known for his role as Danny Partridge on The Partridge Family, became a household name. However, transitioning from child actor to adulthood brought significant challenges. In 1990, he faced legal issues after attempting to purchase cocaine, which starkly contrasted with his involvement in anti-drug efforts for DARE. The following year, he was arrested for assault in Phoenix, leading to the loss of his radio job and financial instability. Subsequently, he found himself homeless, living out of his car near Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. With determination and support, he sought treatment for his addiction and embarked on a journey to rebuild his life. His perseverance paid off when he returned to the airwaves, co-hosting a morning radio show in Seattle, a role he embraced until his retirement in 2023. Bobby Driscoll's life is a poignant tale of a child star who rose to fame rapidly, only to face a heartbreaking decline. Beginning at 6 years old, he captivated audiences and became a Disney icon by 9, immortalizing himself with roles like Peter Pan in the 1953 animated film. His youthful exuberance earned him accolades, including a Juvenile Academy Award and a place on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. However, as he grew older, Driscoll's career suffered due to physical changes and Disney's decision to part ways. Rejected by the industry, he struggled with narcotics and crime, leading to his arrest and a stint in rehabilitation in 1961. Despite efforts to revive his acting career in New York, success eluded him. Tragedy struck when Driscoll passed away at 31 from heart failure exacerbated by years of substance abuse, alone in an East Village tenement. Stephen Baldwin, the youngest of the Baldwin brothers, has experienced a life marked by the highs and lows of Hollywood and personal challenges that tested his resilience. Known for roles in films like The Usual Suspects and Biodome, Stephen's career has been a roller coaster. In 2009, Stephen faced a harsh spotlight as his financial world crumbled, leading to bankruptcy. The extent of his monetary troubles was revealed: unpaid taxes, overwhelming mortgages, and mounting credit card debt totaling millions of dollars. Beyond financial woes, Stephen grappled with substance abuse, which shadowed his pursuit of inner peace. His story blends glamour with tragedy, underscoring the universal struggle of facing personal demons while living in the public eye. Pamela Anderson embarked on a journey fraught with both fame and personal trials. Her Malibu home, initially purchased for $1.1 million, stood as a tangible symbol of her success in the entertainment industry. Nestled in one of California's most coveted coastal areas, it was meant to be a haven from the demands of celebrity life and a sanctuary for relaxation. However, what began as a dream home quickly turned into a financial burden. The costs of renovations skyrocketed, far surpassing Pamela's initial estimates. Additionally, property taxes arrived with daunting figures, adding to her financial strain. Pamela faced the harsh realities of managing a lavish property in an unforgiving real estate market. Ultimately, she sold her beloved Malibu home for $7.75 million. It underscored the challenges that even the most recognizable celebrities can face behind the scenes, highlighting the precarious nature of fame and fortune in Hollywood. Mike Tyson, the youngest heavyweight champion in history at just 20 years old, soared to unprecedented heights in the boxing world. With a record of 50 wins, including 44 by knockout, he cemented his legacy as a true icon of the sport. However, behind his $400 million fortune lay a troubling truth: Tyson struggled with addiction, which fueled a penchant for extravagant spending. His lifestyle included opulent mansions, luxury cars, exotic pets like a Bengal tiger, and an astonishing collection of 3,000 pigeons, some worth thousands of dollars each. Despite his immense success in the ring, Tyson's financial mismanagement caught up with him in 2003. He faced a staggering $23 million debt that ultimately led to bankruptcy. Forced to sell off his assets, Tyson's story serves as a poignant reminder of the consequences of unchecked indulgence and addictive behavior. Lena Headey, celebrated for her portrayal of Cersei Lannister in HBO's Game of Thrones, has navigated a career of highs and personal hurdles. Despite earning acclaim for her roles, Headey has faced significant financial and legal challenges, especially during her divorce from musician Peter Lorre. Her divorce, finalized in 2013, proved emotionally and financially draining. At one point, Headey revealed having less than $5 in her bank account, starkly contrasting with her character's wealth. The financial strain compelled Headey to sell her Hollywood Hills home, an emblem of her success, and relocate to a more modest residence in the San Fernando Valley. Ongoing legal battles over custody and financial settlements added layers of stress and financial burden. Despite these challenges, Headey has demonstrated resilience by continuing to pursue her career in acting. Before Todd Herzog became a household name on Survivor, he navigated the skies as a flight attendant. His strategic brilliance on Survivor China secured him the coveted $1 million prize at just 22 years old. However, amidst his triumph, Todd faced a silent struggle. Alcohol use disorder threatened to overshadow his hard-earned success. It took a month of intensive treatment for him to fully grasp the gravity of his situation. With professional help, Todd emerged victorious over his addiction. Today, he revels in the peace of sobriety alongside his husband, Jess Hermanson. In a heartwarming turn of events, Todd orchestrated a magical proposal involving dolphins, marking a joyful new chapter in his life post-recovery, illustrating how determination and support can lead to a life of serenity and fulfillment after overcoming personal battles. Kim Basinger, known for her captivating roles as Hollywood's femme fatale, enchanted audiences with her sultry allure. However, her life behind the glamour was marred by significant financial struggles. In a bold move, Basinger invested $20 million in a Georgian town with hopes of establishing a cinematic hub. Unfortunately, the venture collapsed, resulting in significant financial losses. Her career suffered another setback when she controversially withdrew from Boxing Helena, triggering a costly legal battle that led to a $7.4 million judgment against her. The financial strain led Basinger to file for bankruptcy, contrasting sharply with her on-screen image. Amid personal turmoil, including a high-profile divorce from Alec Baldwin, she navigated the harsh realities of fame in Hollywood. Her story underscores the unpredictability and financial pitfalls of stardom in the entertainment industry. Brett Butler's path from sitcom fame to financial hardship is a story of resilience amid adversity. Rising to prominence with her role in Grace Under Fire, where she portrayed a single mother, Butler captivated audiences with her performance. Despite personal battles with addiction and mental health issues that affected her work and led to the show's early end, Butler's talent continued to shine in subsequent roles. In recent years, Butler has faced significant financial challenges, a stark contrast to her earlier success. Once a high-earning television star, she now grapples with the threat of eviction due to unpaid rent, exacerbated by financial mismanagement and the pandemic's economic fallout. A GoFundMe campaign brought public attention to her situation, highlighting the unpredictability of financial stability, even for those once at the pinnacle of success. Aaron Carter. Rising to fame at a young age, following in his brother Nick Carter's footsteps from the Backstreet Boys, Aaron became a global sensation with his debut album in 1997 and the blockbuster success of Aaron's Party at just 9 years old. However, after his 2002 album, Carter faced significant challenges. A hiatus from music led to controversies in reality shows, family conflicts, and rumors of substance abuse. Financial troubles mounted, with hefty tax liens and dwindling earnings. Public battles with addiction and mental health issues took a toll, visible in his declining physical health. In a bid to recover financially, Carter turned to platforms like OnlyFans, selling personal content to fans. And tragically, on November 5th, 2022, he was found deceased at his home. The cause of death, a combination of inhaling refrigerant and ingesting Xanax, marked a heartbreaking end to the life of a star whose early promise faded amidst profound personal challenges.
Thank you for watching my video. There are many other interesting things in the next videos. Please look forward to it. Thank you and goodbye. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the exciting journey on Hourglass channel. On this journey, we will step foot into hidden places where famous people do not choose the big, majestic stage, but instead, they choose the path that leads to the stage in dark prisons. There were no thousands of spectators standing and cheering, only cold stone walls and gloomy darkness. But under the flashing lights of each step, they deliver dramatic performances, stories of crime and suffering, making the hearts of viewers constantly moved. Joe Sun, though known for a minor role in the first Austin Powers film, gained notoriety for his involvement in serious criminal acts. His life took a dark trajectory marked by convictions for torture, sexual molestation, and voluntary manslaughter. In 2011, he was found guilty of torturing and molesting a victim in Huntington Beach. Later, he faced another conviction for voluntary manslaughter in the death of his cellmate, Michael Graham, while in prison. Sun's criminal history traces back to 1990, involving a horrific kidnapping, sexual assault, and threats against a woman on Christmas Eve. Initially escaping detection, DNA evidence later tied him to the crime, following a conviction for felony vandalism. Despite his brief stint in acting, Sun's criminal deeds overshadow any semblance of fame. His violent and predatory actions led to imprisonment and loss of life. Joe Sun's tale serves as a stark reminder of the intricate and severe consequences of criminal behavior, underlining its devastating impact on victims and society as a whole. Kylan Rashad Walker exemplifies the chilling misuse of power and trust in the online realm. His actions not only breached the law, but also egregiously exploited the trust and vulnerability of his victims. The prosecutor's revelation of Walker's predatory behavior, using social networks to sexually assault numerous women and girls, underscores the hazards of online platforms and their susceptibility to manipulation. Walker's callous disregard for the suffering he inflicted further compounds the gravity of his actions. Walker's conviction and sentencing to up to 50 years to life imprisonment represent a crucial stride in holding sexual offenders accountable and ensuring they face the repercussions of their deeds. Nonetheless, ongoing discussions on victim protection and legal system enhancements remain imperative. Walker's case serves as a potent admonition to both society and the legal system regarding the imperative of safeguarding and supporting vulnerable individuals, while ensuring perpetrators are held answerable for their crimes. Zara Fithian, 39 years old, and her husband Victor Mark, 59 years old, just went through a stressful trial at Nottingham Crown Court, UK, where they were convicted of a total of 14 crimes related to sexual abuse. The couple's abuse began when the victim was underage and lasted from 2005 to 2008. The BBC revealed that the police investigation was based on the testimony of a victim, identified only as A, who detailed the brutal acts Fithian and Mark carried out on her when she was a teenager. A teenager. The defendant was sexually assaulted by two people. Mark even forced A to have sex about 20 times from 2005 to 2008. The victim shared, "I knew it was wrong, but I didn't know how to get out or what to say." Also alleged that Mark threatened to harm her if she revealed anything. In addition, Victor Mark also faces 4 more charges after another woman accused him of sexually abusing her from 2002 to 2003, when she was under 18 years old. Parminder Dhillon, senior investigation officer, expressed gratitude for the courage of the two victims and hoped that the imposition of punishment would bring comfort to them, emphasizing that this would be a valuable lesson for others. Adidja Azim Palmer, better known as Vybz Kartel, is a renowned Jamaican reggae and dancehall artist who once enjoyed global acclaim. However, his life took a dark turn when a man named Clive Lizard Williams allegedly stole a firearm from him. In response, Kartel reportedly orchestrated Williams' demise. But unlike another musician we'll discuss later in this video, who ended up in jail for mistakenly targeting an innocent homeless man, Kartel faced legal trouble of his own. On December 29, 2011, authorities apprehended him and charged him with possession of illicit substances and illegal firearms. While he was granted bail for these charges, he remained incarcerated in connection with Williams' murder. Kartel's trial faced numerous delays, including a postponement of 3 years due to issues with jury selection. Eventually, on November 18, 2013, a jury of 11 members found him guilty after a marathon 65-day trial, believed to be the longest in Jamaican history. As a result, Kartel was sentenced to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after serving 32 years and 6 months. This would potentially make him eligible for release in the year 2046, in case you were curious about the timeline. 4. RR. Kelly, or Robert, faced legal problems since the 1990s, but was only indicted in 2021. In the early 2000s, he was one of the most popular R&B recording artists. However, today, he is serving a prison sentence for trafficking and sexual abuse. Signs of problems with R. Kelly began in 1994, when he allegedly convinced Elia to fake her birth certificate so they could get married. Disturbing incidents continued to surface over the years, and he got into legal trouble, including being accused of injuring a woman in 1996. In 2002, disturbing videos of R. Kelly's indecent behavior with children became popular, and a camera of his containing indecent photos was confiscated. Despite this finding, the charges were later dropped for lack of sufficient evidence. However, the problem doesn't stop there. R. Kelly was accused of keeping multiple women prisoner in a dangerous gang, and as the news spread, many women came forward to accuse him of abuse. As a result, R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison in June 2022. Toby Willis, the shocking truth behind the once-beloved TLC show featuring the Willis clan, a musical family led by Toby Willis and 12 children, captivated audiences with his talent. Their journey has taken them to the quarterfinals of America's Got Talent 2014, receiving much praise and admiration from fans nationwide, but few viewers know the dark secret behind their immense threatens to shatter the facade of Toby Willis' family. The radiating warmth and love hides a horrifying truth. His true nature is that of an illegal sexual predator preying on the innocence of 4 girls, including 3 daughters of him and a relative, whose ages hovered under 18 years old when they became victims of his unspeakable behavior. Taking place in 2016, the harsh truth was revealed when a brave victim broke the silence and reported it to the authorities. Toby Willis is arrested and the truth comes out. Heartbreakingly more than anyone could have imagined, in 2017, he pleaded guilty to 4 counts of sexual abuse of a person under the age of 18, forever tarnishing the image he presented to the world thereafter. Sentenced to 40 years in prison without the possibility of parole, in which he was ordered to pay a staggering $1.4 million to his victims, and forced to register as a sex offender for life, the impact of his heinous crime ripples throughout the film. Bill Cosby, once celebrated as America's dad for his role in The Cosby Show, has faced a dramatic reversal of fortune. He became the first major celebrity of the Me Too era to be sentenced to prison for his crimes. Judge Stephen O'Neill, presiding over the case at the Montgomery County Courthouse in Norristown, Pennsylvania, delivered the sentence with a sense of solemn determination, declaring that it was time for justice. Cosby, at the age of 81, was found guilty earlier in the year of drugging and sexually assaulting Andre Constant at his suburban Philadelphia estate in 2004. The severity of his actions was significant. Cosby was taken into custody immediately, with the judge denying his request for bail pending an appeal, citing concerns about community safety, fearing that Cosby could pose a danger if released. Although Cosby showed little visible emotion when the sentence was delivered, reports later emerged suggesting that he appeared relaxed, smiling, laughing, and engaging with his defense team. Despite being given the opportunity to speak before the sentencing, Cosby chose to remain silent. However, the echoes of his crimes continue to reverberate through the halls of justice, serving as a stark reminder that fame and fortune do not shield one from accountability. Before Young Thug released chart toppers like Pick Up the Phone and Lifestyle, he was allegedly connected to some gang-related crimes. On May 9, 2022, this rapper was arrested on conspiracy and gang-related charges dating all the way back to 2013. There are 56 different indictments against him, many of which are very serious. One indictment connects him to the rental of an Infiniti Q50 sedan used in the murder of a rival gang member, Donovan Thomas Jr. As if conspiracy and gang charges weren't enough, Young Thug faced additional charges after a police raid on his home. He was charged with possession of controlled substances with intent to sell. Furthermore, police found a variety of dangerous weapons in his possession, including sawed-off shotguns and rifles. More gang-related charges were also added to his case. Young Thug is associated with the YSL Street Gang, and 27 other members are facing criminal charges as well. Currently in jail awaiting trial, which is set for January 9, 2023, he could potentially face up to 20 years in prison if convicted. Austin Jones is famous for his singing videos, including covers and original music, on his YouTube channel, which has attracted more than 500,000 subscribers and millions of views. However, in 2015, in response, Jones canceled his upcoming Vans Warped Tour and released a YouTube video acknowledging the allegations and expressing remorse. On June 9, 2017, authorities thoroughly searched Jones' home pursuant to a search warrant issued by a United States magistrate judge. On the same day, Jones was arrested at O'Hare International Airport. He was later sentenced to 10 years in federal prison on May 3, 2019. Shockingly, during the investigation, it was discovered that several individuals had also tried to cover up the act as wrong. As a result, his YouTube channel also disappeared. Danny Masterson's journey encapsulates the classic story of ups and downs, a story of triumphs overshadowed by chaos. Born in Long Island, New York, in 1976, Masterson rose to stardom as Stephen Hyde on the beloved television series That 70s Show, captivating audiences with his mysterious role. However, his trajectory abruptly changed in the mid-2010s when disturbing allegations of sexual assault emerged, tarnishing his once glorious career. The earthquake occurred in June 2020 when Masterson faced 3 counts of sexual abuse. The public spectacle, along with the legal proceedings, cast a shadow over both his personal and professional life. The fallout was rapid. His talent agency quickly cut ties, boycotting him from the industry that once wholeheartedly welcomed him. As of 2023, at age 47, Masterson remains stuck in legal limbo, a cloud of uncertainty hanging overhead. The public eye remains focused on his case, underscoring the deep complexities of fame, power, and accountability in entertainment. With every development closely scrutinized, the outcome is sure to chart the course of Masterson's future, shaping his professional trajectory and personal legacy in profound ways. Harvey Weinstein, the disgraced film producer whose predatory behavior fueled the Me Too movement, received an additional 16-year prison sentence in Los Angeles, in addition to the 23-year term he was already serving in New York for sexual abuse and assault. In December 2019, a Los Angeles jury found Weinstein guilty of molesting and sexually assaulting a woman identified as Jane Doe. Her emotional testimony highlighted the lasting trauma inflicted upon her, emphasizing that no sentence could fully undo the damage. Throughout the trial, Weinstein's defense team resorted to misogyny, attacking the credibility of his accusers. They even stooped to labeling Jennifer Seabell Newsom, an actor married to California Governor Gavin Newsom, as a bimbo in an attempt to undermine the Me Too movement. Despite Weinstein's plea for leniency, painting himself as a frail 70-year-old in poor health and emphasizing his contributions to the industry, the court remained unmoved. His sentencing brought a sense of closure to his accusers, while serving as a stark reminder of the entrenched issues of power, abuse, and misogyny within the entertainment industry and society at large. Antron Singleton rose to fame in the late 1990s as an artist known by his stage name Big Lurch. Big Lurch's debut album was not well received, and this caused further difficulties for him after he was hit by a drunk driver and broke his neck. To cope with the pain from his accident and the depression from his career failure, Big Lurch began using PCP. Unfortunately, he wasn't just using PCP for pain relief, he became seriously addicted. He did not eat or drink anything, just continued to use drugs, leading to hallucinations and a complete loss of his reality. Under the influence of this stimulant, he believed that demons were living in his roommate's stomach. Singleton is no ordinary person in terms of size. He is 6'7" tall, while his roommate is only a 21-year-old girl. She had no chance to fight back when he attacked and caused casualties. The drugs he used played an important role in this horrifying case. When he was discovered after the brawl, he looked like a crazy man, seemingly unconscious of the horrifying act he had just committed. In November 2003, Big Lurch was sentenced to life in prison without parole because of the heinous nature of his crime. You are not allowed to sentence him to insanity because of the influence of drugs before the incident. Jim Gordon was a revered drummer in the blues and rock music realms, renowned for his collaborations with Eric Clapton and Alice Cooper. However, amidst the applause and fame, Gordon grappled with a silent torment: schizophrenia. Auditory hallucinations, including his mother's voice, haunted him relentlessly. Despite his efforts to seek aid, he was misdiagnosed with a drinking problem, allowing his mental state to deteriorate unchecked. Tragically, Gordon lost control under the grip of psychosis, spurred by the voices urging him to commit a dire act. In a moment of madness, he turned against his own mother, leading to a devastating outcome. Arrested in 1983, Gordon was properly diagnosed with schizophrenia, shedding light on his anguish. Initially sentenced to 16 years, his ongoing threat to society resulted in his continued incarceration. His tale underscores the complexities of mental illness and the tragic consequences of untreated conditions. Despite his musical legacy, Gordon's life serves as a somber reminder of the silent struggles endured by many and the imperative of understanding and addressing mental health challenges. C. Murder was one of the cases that attracted a lot of attention in 2003 when the retired rapper was arrested for killing a fan, 16-year-old student Stephen Thomas. Corey Miller, known by his stage name C. Murder, has maintained his innocence ever since. The incident stemmed from a rap battle in 2002 when Thomas bumped into a member of C. Murder's group, leading to a terrifying altercation that ended with Thomas being shot to death. An important thing is that two witnesses spoke up with testimonies that they were forced by the police to identify C. Murder as the culprit. Darnell Jordan, a security guard present at the crime scene, admitted to being arrested and detained until he agreed to cooperate and testify against C. Murder. This case also attracted the attention of Kim Kardashian in 2020, who made efforts to expose the truth. However, despite her struggle, Murder remained imprisoned, serving a life sentence. The only way for him to be released is to provide strong enough evidence to prove his innocence and identify the true perpetrator of the crime that occurred that fateful night. In the heart of Los Angeles, Zach Avery, a struggling actor with big dreams but modest talent, found himself trapped in the relentless grind of auditions and rejections. Frustrated and desperate for success, he hatched a daring plan. From 2014 to 2019, Zach transformed into a smooth-talking con man, weaving tales of grandeur to convince hundreds, including his own loved ones, to invest in his fictitious movie rights scheme. With promises of lucrative deals with streaming giants like Netflix and HBO, Zach amassed a fortune by exploiting the trust of others. But behind the facade of success lay a dark truth. Zach's promises were nothing more than illusions. In reality, he operated a Ponzi scheme, using new investors' money to pay off old debts while perpetuating his deceit. Eventually, the law caught up with Zach, and he was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Forced to face the consequences of his actions, he was ordered to repay over $230 million to his victims. As Zach languished in his cell, his downfall served as a stark reminder of the dangers of chasing dreams through dishonest means. His story echoed throughout Hollywood, a cautionary tale of the importance of integrity and honesty in the pursuit of success. Ryan Grantham, a 24-year-old actor famous for his roles in television and movies, shocked the world when he committed a heinous crime. In 2020, Grantham pleaded guilty to the second-degree murder of his mother, Barbara Waite, and was sentenced to life in prison with no eligibility for parole for 14 years, according to CBC. During a June hearing in Vancouver, the court learned the horrifying details of the crime. Grantham fatally shot his 64-year-old mother in the back of the head while she was playing the piano on March 31, 2020. Even more disturbing, he recorded a video confession to the murder and hid the body. My mother's soul. But the shocking story doesn't end there. The day after the murder, Grantham loaded his car with 3 guns, ammunition, 12 Molotov cocktails, and camping equipment with the intention of attacking Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. However, he had a change of heart and decided to turn himself in to Vancouver police. Presiding Judge Kathleen Kerr called Grantham's decision not guilty of murder saving grace. Psychiatric reports presented to the court showed that Grantham expressed a desire to harm himself, along with feelings of self-hatred and guilt following the murder. According to CBC, the court found that Grantham had been battling depression for months before the murder. They concluded that he killed his mother to avoid her witnessing the violence he had planned. When Young Thug was arrested, it was revealed that 27 other individuals associated with the YSL gang were also implicated. One of these individuals is Sergio Kitchens, better known by his stage name, rapper Gunna. Although Gunna does not have as serious a criminal record as Young Thug, he was charged with a conspiracy charge. It is alleged he possessed drugs with intent to sell and receive stolen property. Gunna, after hearing about the charges, decided to turn himself in. This legal trouble occurred when Gunna's career was peaking and his music was becoming popular. On June 14, 2022, Gunna posted a message on social media asserting his innocence and claiming that he was wrongly accused. All members associated with the YSL gang face charges of conspiracy in illegal activities related to imposition. Gunna was denied bail and will remain in jail until his trial, which is expected to take place on January 9, 2023. Gunna strongly believes that the nation's constitutional amendments failed him as a citizen. Tay-K, one of the youngest artists listed on our list, is currently serving a 55-year prison sentence. In 2017, Tay-K was an emerging name in the hip-hop scene, with his hit The Race climbing the Billboard Hot 100 chart. But things have changed. Right on the day of his song's release, he was arrested by the police after 3 months of hiding. But it turns out, Tay-K was caught up in serious cases. In 2016, he was involved in a home invasion that left a young man named Ethan Walker dead. What is the plan? Robbed a local drug dealer and his friends. Tay-K was placed under house arrest for his crimes, but that's not his style. He cut off his ankle strap and ran away, even boasting about it on Twitter, daring the police to arrest him. While on the run, things got worse. Tay-K was involved in a fatal robbery outside a Chick-fil-A store in Texas, leaving one man dead. And that's not all. He also attacked and robbed a 65-year-old resident who later identified him to the police. Since 2017, Tay-K has been detained, facing at least 27.5 years in prison before being considered for conditions of release. Michael Jace, recognized for his portrayal of a police officer in the FX series The Shield, encountered a harrowing twist of fate with a 40 years to life prison sentence for the murder of his wife, April Jace. The grim details unfolded as he admitted to shooting April in their High Park residence, with her suffering fatal wounds. Jace, 53 at the time, faced the court's judgment in May 2014, where he confessed to the crime and expressed remorse toward his family. The sentencing was severe, encompassing 15 years to life for murder and 25 years to life for a gun enhancement. Jace's initial intention to take his own life turned into a calculated decision to inflict pain upon his wife. Details surfaced during recorded interviews and the testimony of their 10-year-old son, who recounted chilling moments preceding the tragedy. Despite arguments for voluntary manslaughter, the prosecution depicted Jace as consumed by emotions triggered by marital discord. Now, his once promising acting career, with notable roles in films like Planet of the Apes and Forrest Gump, is marred by this tragic ordeal. Drew Drexel, the champion of NBC's American Ninja Warrior competition, faced serious allegations related to unlawful sexual conduct with a woman in New Jersey. Prosecutors revealed that the victim, a young woman, bravely stepped forward to accuse Drexel in June 2019. She disclosed that their sexual relationship began in 2015, a year after she first met Drexel in 2014. The complaint detailed Drexel inviting the woman to his gym in Hamden, Connecticut, after his girlfriend left the premises on her birthday. Their encounters continued at various locations in New Jersey, including restaurant parking lots and outdoor settings. Concerningly, Drexel frequently requested the woman to engage in explicit conversations over Skype while she was nude, and he possessed pornographic images and videos of her on an old phone. Drexel, 31, residing in Florida, faces serious charges, including producing pornographic content and traveling to engage in unlawful sexual conduct. His attorney stated he would plead not guilty, asserting his innocence during the trial. These actions sparked significant controversy and concern, especially for someone as prominent as Drexel, who won and received a $1 million prize on the show. Currently, Drexel awaits transfer to New Jersey after his initial appearance before a federal judge in Florida. Kid Creole is a pioneer in the rap industry who has gone through many ups and downs in his life. Born as Nathaniel Glover in February 1960, he is considered an OG and a member of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. With his brother Melly Mel and 4 others, Creole founded the influential musical group that was admitted to the Rock and Roll Institute in 2007. However, fate was not kind to Kid Creole. Although his name is easily recognizable, he faced financial hardship and had to take odd jobs to make ends meet. In August 2017, he was arrested and charged with the murder of a homeless man in New York. The incident happened near where Kid Creole used to work as a gardener and security guard. Details of the altercation between Kid Creole and the deceased man remain unclear. Creole asserted that he stabbed the man twice in self-defense, Currently, he has not been tried and remains in jail, preparing to defend himself against future second-degree murder charges. Jacob Hoggard is a famous Canadian singer who competed on Canadian Idol and later became the frontman of the pop rock band Hedley. However, he encountered many legal problems and was accused of impropriety. In 2005, the band Hedley got into legal trouble when an unconscious young person was found outside where they were performing. Even though she refused to accept the harm kit, the band still faced the risk of being sued if they spoke about the incident. The situation became worse when in 2016, a victim spoke out about being sexually abused by one of the band members. In 2018, Jacob Hoggard was charged with sexual interference and assault causing bodily harm, one of which involved a young girl under 18 years old. He had expected to stand trial in 2022. Charges of assault on an underage person were dropped, but he still faces an August 4, 2022 charge related to events from 2016. In the glittering world of Hollywood in the 90s, Skylar Julius de Leon was ready for fame. With dreams as big as his main silver screen, his name must be ready to appear in the limelight. However, behind her glamorous exterior lies shadows of pain, unseen by her beloved fans. Despite starring in popular TV shows like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Skylar battled personal nightmares that threatened to devastate him. His no-longer-lived anger hinted at deeper struggles, possibly rooted in unexpected mental illness. By 2004, Skylar's descent into darkness had reached its lowest point. A botched robbery leads to the senseless deaths of an innocent couple who are forced into the sea. The version exposed the emptiness of the once promising actor, trying to avoid responsibility. Now, more than 10 years later, Skylar spends his final days on death row waiting for visions, enduring the sounds of fragmented dreams and the lives he so carelessly destroyed. His story is a cautionary tale about uncontrolled evils and wasted potential, leaving a legacy of tragedy and loss. Only if he had sought help before it was too late, maybe his path might not have led to this dangerous situation. Amy Locane, a luminary of 1990s Hollywood, captivated audiences with her memorable role in Cry Baby. However, her promising career veered into tragedy in 2010 when she was involved in a fatal drunk driving accident in New Jersey, resulting in the loss of Helena Seaman's life. This cataclysmic event led to Locane's arrest and subsequent conviction on charges of vehicular manslaughter and assault, thrusting her into the unforgiving confines of prison. Released on parole, Locane endeavored to reconstruct her shattered life, tirelessly advocating against the dangers of driving under the influence. Yet a devastating relapse in 2020 saw her incarcerated once more. From her cell, she grapples with the weight of her choices and the apparent injustices she faces. Her narrative serves as a stark reminder of the profound consequences of reckless behavior, transcending the glitz of fame to underscore the unwavering importance of personal accountability. In her introspection, Locane confronts the enduring truth that redemption is a journey fraught with obstacles, where the past inevitably catches up, regardless of fame or fortune. Tim Norman, known for his appearances on the reality TV show Welcome to Sweetie Pies, which showcased his family's food business, harbored a chilling secret behind the facade of success and charm. He was plotting the cold-blooded murder of his nephew, Andre Montgomery, a 21-year-old aspiring rapper who also starred in the show. Motivated by greed, Norman orchestrated the hiring of individuals to carry out the heinous act, with the motive being a $450,000 life insurance policy he had taken out on Montgomery months earlier. Norman's betrayal knew no bounds as he went to great lengths to execute his plan. He paid an exotic dancer to entice Montgomery to a street in St. Louis, where a merciless gunman ended his young life in 2016. The streets became the stage for a tragedy fueled by greed and manipulation. However, justice was not far behind. Norman's attempt to cash in on the insurance money was swiftly thwarted by the FBI, leading to his arrest. In 2021, he stood before the court facing charges of conspiracy to commit murder for hire and conspiracy to commit fraud. The weight of his crimes was undeniable, and the consequences were severe. Allison Mack, a prominent figure in the business world, spearheaded a multi-level marketing company named Nexium, ostensibly focused on business training. However, beneath this facade lay a clandestine group known as DOS, an acronym for Dominus Obsequious Sororium. This secret organization's primary function was the trafficking of young women. Despite publicly advocating for empowering female artists, Allison leveraged her career to construct an empire of human trafficking, with numerous covert operatives under her control. The covert organization led by Allison unraveled in April 2018 when she was apprehended by the FBI on charges of human trafficking and other offenses. The FBI accused Allison of coercing young women into engaging in inappropriate and suspicious behavior for profit. Though she posted bail valued at $5 million, it appeared she would face an extended absence from home. However, Allison cooperated with authorities, and with her assistance, many DOS leaders were brought to justice. Recognized by U.S. law enforcement for providing valuable information, leading to numerous arrests, Allison received a lighter sentence than anticipated. Ultimately, Allison received a 3-year prison sentence, a $20,000 fine, and a $1,000 community service commitment. Will Hayden, the charismatic personality behind Discovery Channel's Sons of Guns, faced a devastating cascade of allegations. Accused of juvenile offenses, sexual misconduct, rape, and even more abhorrent crimes, the charges painted a chilling portrait of his behavior. Claims surfaced suggesting Will engaged in non-consensual acts with minors, with the alleged conduct spanning years. Despite vehemently refuting these accusations, his predicament worsened when his own daughter leveled charges against him. Amidst mounting allegations, Will chose to acknowledge guilt outside the courtroom, accepting responsibility for all charges. His narrative took a stark turn, culminating in a sentence that condemned him to multiple life terms. Another life sentence was subsequently imposed. Parole became an elusive hope, condemning Will to spend the rest of his days incarcerated. Joe Exotic, the central figure of the documentary series Tiger King, found himself in legal turmoil when he was arrested in September 2018, just months after leaving the wildlife park where he worked. According to law enforcement agencies, Joe was apprehended for allegedly attempting to hire a hitman to murder Carol Baskin, a prominent animal rights activist and Joe's outspoken critic. Joe's case went to trial in March 2019, where he faced additional charges of animal cruelty and falsifying wildlife records. Amidst this ongoing saga, Joe unsuccessfully sued the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, but the courtroom battles continued to weigh heavily on him. Ultimately, Joe received a 22-year prison sentence, though many still hold out hope for his eventual release. Whether Joe will serve out his term remains uncertain, but he remains busy, even penning a memoir titled Tiger King, the official tell-all memoir from behind bars. Let me tell you about young QC Ake Kawamane Wilson. He claims to be a musician, but you won't find any of his tracks out there. Instead, you'll find him serving a whopping 99-year sentence for hiring a hitman to take out his own mother, Yolanda Holmes, and a local beauty shop owner. Now, his mom did everything she could to keep him out of trouble. She got him a fancy car, a job, showered him with gifts, all to steer him away from the gang life that his dad was into. But young QC wanted it all, and he wanted it now. So, he did the unthinkable and paid his buddy Eugene Spencer to eliminate his own mom. After the deed was done, young QC went on a wild spending spree, splurging his mom's hard-earned cash and even tossing wads of it at people like he was some kind of celebrity. But his reckoning came when the law caught up with him and he was nailed with first-degree murder charges. His buddy who pulled the trigger got a century behind bars, and young QC himself got nearly a century to ponder over his actions. Suge Knight, a towering figure in the music industry, ruled Death Row Records with an iron fist. As the CEO, he wielded significant influence over icons like Tupac, Drew, and Snoop, overseeing the release of groundbreaking albums such as The Chronic, Doggy Style, and All Eyes on Me. Despite Death Row's initial success, Tupac's tragic death and Knight's own violent reputation led to the label's downfall. His confrontational nature and legal troubles, including assault charges, parole violations, and drug possession, contributed to its rapid decline. Eventually, the departure of key figures and financial troubles led to the company's bankruptcy and forced sale. Knight's clashes with the law continued, culminating in a deadly incident on January 29, 2015, when he ran over two men following an argument, resulting in one death and severe injuries to the other. After a tumultuous trial, he pleaded no contest to voluntary manslaughter and received a 28-year prison sentence. Currently incarcerated, Knight's earliest parole hearing is set for July 2037. However, his declining health raises concerns about whether he will survive until then. Melly, also known as YNW Melly, is famous for songs like Mixed Personalities, featuring Kanye West, and Suicidal, featuring Juice WRLD. However, Melly has a history of trouble with the law. In 2015, he was sentenced to 1 year in prison for 3 counts of intentionally causing injury. 2 years later, he got into trouble with the law again because he violated the conditions, which led to him being imprisoned again. Between 2018 and 2019, he was arrested twice on charges of possessing banned substances and weapons. However, Melly's reputation became even more spotlighted in October 2018 when 2 fatal shootings occurred, involving rappers YNW Sack Chaser and YNW Juvie, who were close friends of Melly. Melly surrendered to police on February 13, 2019. Authorities suspect that Melly conspired with fellow rapper YNW Cortland Henry to fake the shooting as if it were a shooting from a car. Currently, Melly is in custody, awaiting a trial scheduled for May 23, 2022. He is also accused of plotting to break himself out of prison with the help of his lawyer in September 2022. Casanova, another musical artist currently in prison, faces the possibility of spending up to 60 years in prison. His list of crimes is as long as a child's Christmas wish list. In December 2020, headlines reported that Casanova was linked to a criminal gang known as the Untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation. He was arrested on gun possession and gang-related charges in connection with the death of a 15-year-old, despite not being directly involved in the incident. However, his association with the gang led to the discovery of further criminal activities. Investigators discovered links to a robbery in New York and the sale of more than 100 kilograms of illegal drugs in 2021. Additionally, Casanova and a friend shot a member of a rival gang at a bar in Miami, with text messages revealing their criminal actions. Despite claiming innocence on social networks, the legal system has evidence to prove otherwise. Casanova, whose real name is Caswell Sr., is awaiting trial in prison, scheduled for December 6, 2022. Regardless of the outcome of the trial, he faces at least 5 years in prison because of the seriousness of the charges his crime, with the possibility of receiving up to 60 years in prison. Jared Fogle rose to fame with a remarkable story. He claimed to have shed nearly 250 pounds by eating exclusively at Subway. This tale caught the attention of Subway's local outlets, leading the national company to capitalize on it with advertising campaigns showcasing Jared's dramatic transformation. Soon, he became synonymous with Subway, even earning a dedicated episode on South Park. With his newfound fame, Jared secured guest roles in films like Sharknado 2, the second one, and was even invited to a WWE event in 2009. However, his reputation quickly soured in 2007 when horrifying allegations emerged. Radio host Rochelle Walrond accused Jared of making sexually suggestive comments about middle school girls. Suspecting something amiss, Rochelle recorded her conversations with Jared and shared evidence with the FBI. Despite insufficient grounds for immediate action, luck was on law enforcement's side in 2015 when Russell Taylor's arrest led to the discovery of incriminating material. Subway promptly distanced itself from Jared, removing him from all advertising campaigns and cutting ties. He lost his role in Sharknado and faced the prospect of a 50-year sentence. Opting for a plea deal, Jared received a 15-year sentence, potentially eligible for parole after serving at least 13 years. In an unexpected turn of events, Paul Tuttle Sr., known for his skills in building custom motorcycles, was caught up in a difficult situation that shocked the world. What started out as a high-speed chase involving one of his iconic bicycles ended with him being arrested by the authorities. However, what is much more complicated is what is about to happen. In the courtroom, Tuttle stood facing serious charges. He was accused of participating in a high-profile heist that attracted global attention. But amid the trial, whispers spread, suggesting a deeper, more complicated story. Was Tuttle a criminal mastermind or just a victim of events beyond his control? With the judge's decision, Tuttle's fate was decided, but public opinion was still confused and wanted to know the truth. The secrecy of the trial only increases speculation, hiding the truth in darkness. As Tuttle was escorted away, the world was left in suspense, yearning to discover the truth that had not yet been revealed. Josh Duggar, renowned for his role in the reality TV show 19 Kids and Counting on TLC, enjoyed a substantial fan following until his involvement in criminal activities surfaced. In April 2021, Duggar, a prominent TV personality, faced charges of child pornography possession. Despite pleading not guilty, he was released on bail awaiting trial. However, in December 2021, he was convicted of one charge, leading to a sentence of up to 151 months in prison in May 2022, approximately 12.5 years. Despite his legal team's plea for a lenient sentence, citing the absence of pre-indictment charges, Duggar's career and reputation took an irreparable hit due to the crime. His despicable actions of possessing and viewing sexually exploitative material were laid bare, resulting in imprisonment until October 10, 2032. This serves as a stark reminder of the gravity of his offense and the enduring consequences he faces. The saga of Shannon Richardson is a harrowing tale of personal turmoil and criminal actions. Richardson, briefly known for her role as a zombie on The Walking Dead, became ensnared in a dangerous game of deception and malice that ultimately led to her imprisonment. Amidst a messy divorce and a desire to cause havoc for her husband, Richardson resorted to crafting threatening letters laced with Riken, a deadly poison targeting former President Barack Obama and former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg. These acts not only endangered the lives of prominent figures, but also sparked a high-profile investigation and media storm. Initially attempting to shift blame onto her husband, Richardson's lies were soon unraveled, resulting in her arrest and eventual conviction. Despite her efforts to evade culpability, Richardson ultimately entered a plea bargain and received an 18-year prison sentence, coupled with a substantial fine. Ironically, Richardson's criminal actions thrust her into the spotlight more than her fleeting acting career, but for all the wrong reasons. As she serves her sentence, her story stands as a cautionary tale of the destructive power of desperation and vindictiveness, illustrating the far-reaching consequences of criminal behavior on both individuals and society at large. In a blink, they were gone. From shocking scandals to personal battles, these once shining stars vanished from the American stage. Join us as we delve into the untold stories of fame, fortune, and the dark side of stardom that led to their mysterious disappearances. Welcome back to Hourglass Channel. Find yourself a suitable sitting position to start your journey today. Mel Gibson, once a Hollywood star of considerable stature, faced a tumultuous period in his career marked by a series of controversies and damaging remarks. These incidents, including allegations of anti-Semitic behavior and abusive remarks, led to a significant downturn in his standing within the entertainment industry. The fallout began when actress Winona Ryder disclosed an encounter in 1995, where Gibson made derogatory comments toward her, shedding light on his history of offensive remarks. Subsequently, Gibson's involvement in projects faced scrutiny, with the sequel to Netflix's Chicken Run notably distancing itself from the actor. In 2010, further damaging revelations emerged when audio recordings of Gibson's heated voicemails to his ex-partner, Russian pianist Oksana Grigorieva, surfaced, adding fuel to the fire. This controversy prompted his talent agency to sever ties with him, dealing a substantial blow to his career prospects. Despite attempts at redemption, such as his directorial effort with the biographical war film Hacksaw Ridge in 2016, Gibson continued to grapple with the fallout from his past actions. Reports surfaced of him downplaying the Holocaust during an interview, further tarnishing his reputation and bringing his troubled history back into public discourse. Don't hesitate to leave a comment. If the video you're watching is interesting, comment number 1 and otherwise number 2. Lori Loughlin, once a beloved star of Full House, found herself at the center of a scandal that rocked her career and personal life. Alongside her husband Massimo Giannulli, she became entangled in a college admissions scam, a decision driven by their desire to secure spots for their daughters at the University of Southern California. Their involvement in the fraudulent scheme, which falsely portrayed their daughters as athletic recruits, led to legal repercussions. Loughlin faced a 2-month prison sentence, a $150,000 fine, and 100 hours of community service, while Giannulli received a heftier penalty. In a public statement, Loughlin expressed remorse, admitting to making a grave mistake by ignoring her moral compass. She acknowledged the unfair advantage they sought to give their daughters and the consequences of their actions. The fallout from the scandal was swift and severe. Crown Media Family Networks, which aired projects featuring Loughlin, promptly cut ties with the actress, halting all productions involving her. Additionally, their daughter Olivia Jade, a social media influencer, faced backlash and lost lucrative business deals with major brands like Sephora and Estée Lauder. In a surprising turn of events, Olivia Jade publicly blamed her parents for the damage to her career, highlighting the familial rift caused by their actions. The incident served as a stark reminder of the far-reaching repercussions of unethical behavior and its profound impact on both personal and professional lives. Bill Cosby, once hailed as America's beloved father figure, suffered a monumental downfall that reverberated across the entertainment industry. Known for his endearing roles in iconic comedy and drama series, Cosby's reputation took a nosedive in 2018 amidst a deluge of accusations from over 60 women detailing instances of assault. Despite vehement denials from Cosby's legal team, damning evidence surfaced, indicating his use of sedatives in pursuit of illicit encounters. The repercussions were swift and severe. Networks swiftly pulled reruns of The Cosby Show, and his once flourishing stand-up career came to an abrupt halt. His statue, once proudly displayed, was unceremoniously removed, and prestigious colleges rescinded the honorary degrees they had bestowed upon him. Following a highly publicized trial, Cosby was convicted on 3 counts of aggravated assault and sentenced to 3 to 10 years behind bars. However, a legal technicality eventually led to his early release after serving just 2 years. Despite legal nuances, the court of public opinion remains unequivocally damning. Industry insiders are skeptical about Cosby's chances of staging a comeback. Howard Bragman, a seasoned PR guru, likened Cosby's situation to that of O.J. Simpson, instance of the enduring stain on his reputation. In the wake of his downfall, Cosby's once glittering career serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of abusing power and the enduring impact of public perception. Despite legal twists, the entertainment industry remains hesitant to associate with him, recognizing the profound damage his tarnished reputation could inflict. Felicity Huffman's role in the largest college admissions scandal in national history had ripple effects beyond her personal life, extending to her professional endeavors. The decision to postpone the release of the romantic comedy film Otherhood, in which Huffman starred alongside Patricia Arquette and Angela Bassett, was a direct response to her involvement in the scandal. However, it's worth noting that Netflix opted to delay the film's release rather than cancel it altogether. The eventual release later that year came after Huffman's public apology and her admission of guilt, pleading guilty to fraud related to the college admission scam. Huffman was among the 13 individuals who confessed to paying bribes to secure coveted spots for their children in prestigious colleges. In her statement expressing remorse, Huffman accepted full responsibility for her actions and expressed deep regret and shame for her involvement. Despite serving a relatively short 11-day federal prison sentence, she also faced a substantial $330,000 fine, a year of supervised release, and 250 hours of community service. Furthermore, Huffman's conviction as a felon resulted in the loss of what is colloquially known in Hollywood as reputational capital. This status is expected to diminish her opportunities and potentially lower her income in future projects, underlining the profound repercussions of her role in the college admissions scandal. Don't rush to escape this boring video and forget comment number 2. I will change it if I know you hate it. Kat Dennings has always been a shining star on the screen, captivating audiences since her teenage years. Best known for her role as the sharp-witted Max Black in CBS's hit show Two Broke Girls, Dennings quickly became a household name, winning hearts with her humor and charm throughout the series' successful 6-year run. While her on-screen presence was undeniably powerful, Dennings' personal life also kept her in the spotlight, especially her relationship with musician Josh Groban. However, after this period of tremendous success, Dennings seemed to take a step back from the glitz and glam of Hollywood. Several factors contributed to Dennings' reduced visibility. Firstly, her role in Two Broke Girls not only brought her financial success, but also secured her a share of the show's profits from syndication deals, ensuring a steady stream of income even as she took a break from new projects. Additionally, Dennings' involvement in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, particularly as Darcy Lewis in the Thor films, added to her star power. However, her character's absence in subsequent MCU films hinted at a possible conclusion to her storyline in the franchise. Furthermore, Dennings experienced a public breakup with Groban just before the final season of Two Broke Girls. While the split was amicable, personal events like these can inevitably impact an actor's career trajectory. Looking ahead, Dennings may be on the brink of a comeback with the Hulu pilot Dollface. The show explores themes of resilience and new beginnings, with Dennings portraying a woman navigating life after a significant breakup. With promising production and an engaging storyline, Dollface could mark Dennings' triumphant return to the small screen, showcasing her talent and versatility once again. Don't forget to drink a cup of tea to quench your thirst and comment number 1 to let me know that you are still watching this video. Paula Deen, the beloved former television personality known for her culinary expertise, faced a significant setback in her career due to accusations of racist behavior. Known for her roles in popular shows like Top Chef, Master Chef, Extreme Makeover, Home Edition, and starring in the 2005 film Elizabethtown, Paula found herself drawn into the argumentative. The trouble began when Lisa Jackson, former general manager of Paula's Savannah, Georgia restaurant, Uncle Bubba's Seafood and Oyster House, filed a lawsuit against her. Jackson claimed that Paula occasionally used racial slurs, including the N-word, in the presence of her employees. Additionally, Paula suggests having a Southern-themed wedding with black men playing the roles of slaves. In response, Paula admitted to using the N-word in the past, attributing it to the changing cultural landscape. She explained that her family objected to any hurtful association with the word and defended the slave wedding concept, citing inspiration from another restaurant and describing it as beautiful and impressive. However, the consequences were immediate. Food Network chose not to renew Paula's contract despite her releasing multiple apology videos. Damage control efforts, including an appearance on Dancing with the Stars a few years later, could not repair her tarnished public image. In 2015, Paula faced further backlash when she posted and then deleted a photo of her son with brown face, adding another layer to the controversy surrounding her. Paula's once illustrious career has suffered irreparable damage, as the public and industry stakeholders distance themselves from her. Charlie Sheen, once one of the highest-paid TV actors, pulling in a whopping $1.8 million per episode for 2.5 Men, saw his career collapse due to addiction. His struggle with substance abuse and alcoholism dates back to the 90s, marked by incidents like cocaine overdoses and assault charges. A highly publicized history unfolded, featuring drug abuse troubles and controversies. Initially dealing with addiction, Sheen's life took a darker turn after his 2009 arrest. In 2010, 2.5 Men production paused as Sheen entered rehab. Despite attempts at recovery, he was ultimately axed from the show in March 2011. His dangerously self-destructive behavior and negative comments about the show's creator, Chuck Lorre, likely played a significant role in his dismissal. As for Sheen's current situation, reports suggest he's been sober for over a year and is now involved in 2 television projects. Reflecting on his battle with addiction and his time on 2.5 Men, Sheen admitted there were various ways to handle the situation, and he had chosen a less conventional path. In an interview, he took ownership of his role in the tumultuous events, confessing to the desperation and juvenility of his actions. Sheen attributed his behavior to the influence of drugs and their lingering effects, coupled with a sea of stress and a volcano of disdain. The actor's post-meltdown journey, or melt forward as he calls it, shows a commitment to fully owning his past actions. Despite the challenges, his reported year of sobriety signals a positive step forward in his personal and professional life. However, it remains an open question whether that will be enough to get his career back on track. Kevin Spacey, a famous figure in Hollywood, found himself thrust into the center of controversy when accusations of sexual assault surfaced. His trial at Southwark Crown Court in London became a media spectacle, with his defense team arguing that Spacey should face widespread condemnation and a virtual trial, Society. Quickly disappearing from the public eye, Spacey was quickly replaced in Ridley Scott's All the Money in the World, with Christopher Plummer reprising his scenes as billionaire John Paul Getty. Furthermore, he was also dropped from his Golden Globe-winning role in the popular Netflix series House of Cards. The charges against Spacey cost him and his production companies a staggering $31 million to cover losses incurred as a result of his firing. Although separate criminal charges in Los Angeles and Massachusetts were dropped in 2018 and 2019, respectively, Spacey still faces another civil trial in New York in 2022. In a recent development, British juries cleared him of all criminal charges related to the allegations of 4 men alleging sexual assault between 2001 and 2013. The court was learned that one man's allegations were deemed unfounded, with Spacey's involvement in a consensual meeting with 2 others. Despite admitting that he acted ill-advisedly towards the 4th individual, Spacey maintained that the situation did not escalate further. James Franco virtually disappeared from the film industry after a series of sexual assault allegations rocked his career. Even his longtime collaborator, Seth Rogen, distanced himself from Franco amidst the controversy. Rogen, known for co-starring with Franco in hit films like Pineapple Express, This Is the End, and The Interview, made it clear that he hasn't been in contact with Franco and doesn't plan to be. Franco's troubles began in 2014 when he faced criticism for taking a selfie with a 17-year-old girl outside a theater during his Broadway performance in Of Mice and Men. Afterward, he privately messaged her on Instagram, suggesting they meet at a hotel. While Franco admitted to the messages, he defended his actions on Howard Stern's show, stating he was merely being friendly. In 2018, more allegations surfaced after Franco won a Golden Globe for The Disaster Artist. Actress ally Sheedy, who previously worked with him, posted tweets hinting at Franco's involvement in sexual harassment. Other women, including Violet Paley and Sarah Tither Kaplan, came forward with accusations of sexual misconduct. As a result, Franco faced legal battles and was dropped from various Hollywood projects. Despite settling some lawsuits and maintaining his innocence, the damage to his career was significant. Rogen, in emphasizing his stance against abuse, distanced himself from Franco, acknowledging the impact these allegations had on their professional relationship. Roseanne Barr's career serves as a cautionary tale in the age of social media, where a single tweet can swiftly dismantle years of success. BC's decision to cancel her sitcom Roseanne following a racist tweet targeting Valerie Jarrett showcased the network's zero-tolerance policy for offensive behavior. Despite Barr's attempt to attribute her actions to the sedative Ambien, the backlash was relentless. Channing Dungey, BC's entertainment president, wasted no time in condemning Barr's tweet as offensive and inconsistent with the network's values. This swift action, despite the show's significant financial success, underscored the importance of accountability in the public eye. Barr's downfall was further exacerbated by criticism from her own colleagues, including Sarah Gilbert, who publicly denounced her remarks. The incident not only led to the show's cancellation, but also had personal repercussions for Barr, highlighting the far-reaching impact of social media missteps. In today's digital age, where public figures are under constant scrutiny, Barr's experience serves as a stark reminder of the power and consequences of irresponsible social media behavior. Michael Richards, famously known as Kramer from the iconic sitcom Seinfeld, experienced a rapid and devastating downfall that sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Despite his acclaimed portrayal of the eccentric Cosmo Kramer, Richards faced a monumental setback that ultimately derailed his career. While his Seinfeld co-stars found success in their post-Seinfeld endeavors, Richards attempted to revive his career through stand-up comedy, hoping to capitalize on the show's immense popularity. However, his aspirations came crashing down when a video emerged, capturing him unleashing a tirade of racial slurs directed at a black audience member during a live performance. In a mere 3 minutes, Richards' career imploded as he uttered deeply offensive remarks and made explicit references to racial violence. Despite issuing a public apology and making efforts to reconcile with his fan base through appearances on late-night shows, including The Late Show with David Letterman, Richards struggled to repair the irreparable damage. In an attempt at damage control, Richards extended his apologies to prominent black figures such as Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, but the stain on his reputation persisted. Despite sporadic TV appearances and cameo roles, Richards never fully recovered from the fallout of his shocking outburst, serving as a stark reminder of the consequences of reckless behavior in the spotlight. Monique Angela Hicks, celebrated for her Oscar-winning performance in the 2009 film Precious, seemed destined for a bright future in Hollywood. However, her trajectory took an unexpected turn following her momentous win, leading to a 5-year hiatus from significant roles. Her return to the spotlight came in 2014 with the independent film Blackbird, co-starring Isaiah Washington, yet it failed to reignite her career momentum. In a candid 2015 interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Monique revealed that director Lee Daniels had informed her of being blacklisted due to her husband's aggressive salary negotiation tactics. Monique publicly accused Daniels of orchestrating her professional downfall, citing her gratitude towards him during her Oscar acceptance speech as a catalyst. However, these revelations only exacerbated tensions in Hollywood, especially after her subsequent clashes with Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, whom she accused of collusion. In 2018, Monique made headlines again by accusing Netflix of discrimination after being offered a mere $500,000 for her comedy special, significantly less than other comedians received. Despite settling a lawsuit with Netflix, she remained steadfast in her position, asserting that accepting such a low offer would compromise her principles. Speaking on Sway in the Morning, Monique stood by her decision, highlighting the disparity in offers compared to her peers like Tiffany Haddish. Netflix defended its initial offer, emphasizing its commitment to fair compensation practices while expressing readiness to address the legal challenge. T.J. Miller's once promising career has been marred by a series of controversies, ultimately impacting his involvement in major projects like Deadpool 3. Despite the success of the first 2 Deadpool films, which significantly boosted his net worth, Miller confirmed his exclusion from the 3rd installment due to a fallout with Ryan Reynolds. Allegations surfaced of Reynolds belittling Miller, leading to irreconcilable tensions between the 2 actors. This rift with Reynolds is just one instance in a string of controversies that have plagued Miller's career. His role as Erlich Bachman on HBO's Silicon Valley also ended tumultuously after 4 seasons, marked by clashes with the show's leadership, resulting in his character being written off. Miller publicly criticized the series and its creators in subsequent interviews, further fueling the controversy. In December 2018, Miller faced legal trouble when he was arrested for making a fake bomb threat on an Amtrak train while intoxicated. This incident, stemming from a heated argument with a woman, added to his already tarnished reputation. Furthermore, Miller faced accusations of sexual assaults and violence from multiple women, including his Silicon Valley co-star Alice Wetland, who publicly denounced him as a bully and a petulant brat on set. Given the multitude of controversies surrounding Miller, his future in the entertainment industry remains uncertain. While his talent may be undeniable, his troubled past and contentious behavior have undoubtedly affected his opportunities in Hollywood. Whether he can make a successful comeback or not remains to be seen. Katherine Heigl, rise to fame in Hollywood was rapid, fueled by her standout performances in Grey's Anatomy and Knocked Up. However, her journey was not without difficulties. In 2007, just 2 years after joining Grey's Anatomy, Heigl made headlines when he landed the lead role in Knocked Up and received a significant raise. However, despite her success, she shocked fans and colleagues alike when she withdrew from Emmy contention, citing a lack of material worthy of her character in the 4th season of the program. Her decision was seen as a bit of a disservice to the show's creator, Shonda Rhimes, and sparked tension on set. Reports of conflict and diva behavior that followed tarnished Heigl's reputation in the industry. Despite rumors of her character's death, she signed on for another season, but then failed to show up for work. Rhimes eventually released her from her contract, emphasizing the importance of integrity. Heigl's career struggled to regain momentum after leaving Grey's Anatomy. Films such as New Year's Eve, One for the Money and The Big Wedding failed to impress both critics and audiences, causing her career to decline. Heigl expressed her feelings of betrayal by the industry that once embraced her, highlighting the fickle fortunes of Hollywood. Amanda Bynes, once a rising star in entertainment, faced the challenges common to many child stars as she navigated her career. Despite her early success on The Amanda Show and in films like She's the Man, Bynes encountered personal struggles with drugs and alcohol. However, it was her highly publicized Twitter outburst in 2012 that thrust her into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. During this turbulent time, Bynes made a series of controversial and erratic claims on Twitter, including expressing alarming desires involving other celebrities. She also engaged in destructive behavior, such as setting fire to a driveway in her own clothing. In the aftermath of these incidents, Bynes was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and voluntarily entered a psychiatric facility for treatment. Concerned for their daughter's well-being, Bynes' parents sought and were granted a conservatorship in 2013, allowing them to oversee her medical care and finances. Following a hiatus from the public eye to focus on her mental health, Bynes enrolled at the Los Angeles Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, indicating a shift away from acting. In 2022, signs of improvement in her life led to a judge, supported by her parents, determining that she was capable of making her own decisions, and the conservatorship was lifted. However, later that same year, Bynes reached out to the police for psychiatric care, indicating ongoing challenges in her mental health journey. Currently, she resides in an inpatient mental health facility, receiving the support necessary to continue her path towards recovery and stability. The video ends here. Remember, there are still many other interesting and engaging videos in my playlist. Before you leave, please leave a comment number 1 if you found the video interesting, or number 2 if not. It's that simple, isn't it? Thank you.
They got out of the way! I can't see! There are cars there,
Welcome back to the channel. Prepare yourself to discover the truth about the stars you admire. When you watch your favorite movies or TV shows, you often feel like you know those famous people well. You read interviews in magazines, watch them on TV, and think they're so sweet and kind. In some cases, that is true, but not always. Here is a list of stars who are actually not as likable as you think.
I have a question for you.
Shut up, you ugly!
No.
Gwyneth Paltrow once held the title of Hollywood sweetheart, adored for her sweet and innocent demeanor. However, she revealed her true colors after announcing an extreme diet eliminating coffee, alcohol, dairy, eggs, sugar, corn, shellfish, fish, wheat, meat, and soy. Her declaration as a lifestyle expert left many people questioning her sanity. Gwyneth's eccentric health advice and strict diet puzzled many. What was once seen as quirky now seemed disconnected from reality. A friend even remarked that she is a rich white woman with an eating disorder who turned it into a branding opportunity. If a friend says that, imagine what her enemies would say. Her transformation from America's darling to a polarizing figure showcases a complex journey. Gwyneth's brand, Goop, thrives on unconventional wellness trends, sparking debate. While some admire her boldness, others see her as out of touch and elitist. Despite mixed reactions, Gwyneth remains unapologetic, ensuring she stays relevant in the ever-changing landscape of celebrity culture. Charlie Sheen once conquered the audience as the alcoholic and funny Charlie Harper in 2.5 Men, becoming the highest-paid actor on television. However, his erratic behavior in real life caused him to fall disastrously from grace. After publicly insulting the show's producer, Chuck Lorre, and bizarrely claiming that he had tiger blood running through his veins, Sheen was fired from the show. Known for his destructive behavior, drug addiction, and habit of bad-mouthing other celebrities and exes, Sheen's downward spiral was hard and fast. His public meltdowns and reckless antics shocked fans and colleagues alike. Despite his past success, Sheen has struggled to regain his fame for years, having his once glorious career overshadowed by controversy and turmoil. The actor's failure was a spectacle that played out in the public eye, tarnishing his once shining reputation. Charlie Sheen's journey from top TV star to cautionary tale of excess and self-destruction is a stark reminder of how quickly fame can fade. Despite comeback attempts and moments of sobriety, he has yet to fully reclaim his place in Hollywood, making his story one of the most infamous in celebrity history. Reese Witherspoon is often seen as the epitome of sweetness and charm. However, some people who know her describe her as very self-entitled. This side of Reese came to light when she and her husband were pulled over for erratic driving. When the police officer approached the car, she asked, "Do you know who I am?" and warned him he was about to find out. Reese was then arrested for disorderly conduct. This incident shattered the perfect image many had of her. It's tough to reconcile this behavior with the beloved actress we see on screen. Fans hope this was just a one-time lapse in judgment. Reese's moment of imperfection reminds us that even the most adored celebrities have their off days. Hopefully, this incident was just a blip on the radar for the actress known for her charm and talent. Reality star Jesse James has a notorious reputation when it comes to women, but people tolerated it until 2010. That year, it was revealed he had cheated on America's sweetheart, Sandra Bullock, while they were in the process of adopting a child together. One of his affairs was with Kat Von D, and the two eventually got engaged. However, Kat called off the engagement after discovering Jesse had also cheated on her. While Kat's involvement in Jesse's infidelity brought her criticism, especially for contributing to Sandra's heartbreak, Sandra emerged stronger. She ended up adopting an adorable son on her own and moved forward with grace and resilience. Jesse James' scandalous behavior highlighted his flawed character, but Sandra's strength and independence in the aftermath won her even more admiration from fans. Lucille Ball is often celebrated for her sweetness, humor, and charm on screen, portraying fun and down-to-earth characters that endeared her to audiences worldwide. However, behind the scenes, her demeanor wasn't always as endearing. There are accounts of her being less than pleasant, particularly towards those she deemed beneath her celebrity status. One notorious incident occurred aboard an airplane where Lucille reportedly refused to speak directly to a flight attendant, instead having her assistant convey that she doesn't speak to the help. Such behavior, though not widely publicized at the time, tarnished her reputation among those who witnessed or heard about such incidents. Additionally, her personal life was not without controversy. Lucille Ball reportedly discouraged a relationship between her son in Patty Duke, an act that left both teenagers heartbroken. This decision, viewed by many as overbearing and unfair, added to the complexities of her public persona versus her private actions. Edward Norton has carved out a versatile career, portraying both admirable characters and complex anti-heroes with equal skill. His ability to embody contrasting roles on screen often leaves audiences questioning the type of person he might be off camera. Unfortunately, rumors and reports have painted a less than flattering picture of Norton's demeanor and professionalism. One significant controversy arose when Marvel Studios decided not to bring him back as the Hulk in THEAENGRS. Speculation circulated that this decision stemmed from Norton's alleged difficult attitude, making him undesirable to collaborate with. Moreover, Norton faced criticism for his handling of the screenplay for the film Frida. He claimed credit for the screenplay, which led to disputes and denials within the Writers Guild, disregarding the contributions of others involved in the writing process. These incidents have overshadowed Norton's undeniable talent and good looks, revealing a darker side that disappoints fans who admire his work. Despite his on-screen achievements, his off-screen reputation raises questions about the true nature of this talented actor. Patrick Dempsey, known for his role as Derek Shepherd, aka Dr. McDreamy, on Grey's Anatomy, portrayed a character beloved for his skill as a doctor despite occasional flaws. However, off-screen, Dempsey's reputation differs significantly from his on-screen persona. Reports suggest Dempsey struggled with diva-like behavior on set, earning a reputation for being difficult to work with and reportedly rude to his co-stars. This behavior reportedly became so problematic that he was ultimately written off the show. When showrunner Shonda Rhimes addressed his departure, she made it clear that she had a zero-tolerance policy, indicating that Dempsey's conduct behind the scenes did not align with the character he portrayed. This revelation challenges the perception of Dempsey as the charming McDreamy, highlighting a disconnect between his on-screen persona and his off-screen behavior. Despite his portrayal of a beloved character, Dempsey's real-life actions have cast a shadow over his reputation in the industry. Julia Roberts has charmed audiences with her portrayals of lovable characters on screen, but her off-screen reputation paints a different picture. Reports suggest that her behavior on the set of the Peter Pan film Hooks was tumultuous enough that Steven Spielberg, the acclaimed director, reportedly vowed never to work with her again. Crew members supposedly nicknamed her Tinkerhell, hinting at the challenges they faced working with her. Even more personal accounts, such as those from her own sister, underscore the complexity of Roberts' persona. Her sister has lamented that Roberts' inflated ego and the pressures of fame have strained their once close relationship. While Roberts continues to captivate audiences with her talent, these glimpses into her off-screen life reveal a more nuanced and sometimes contentious side to the actress behind the beloved characters she portrays. Tommy Lee Jones is renowned for his portrayal of grumpy characters on screen, but it turns out that his real-life persona aligns closely with this reputation. Behind the scenes, Jones is notoriously aloof and often avoids interactions with fans and reporters alike. His reluctance to sign autographs or engage in interviews has led many journalists to steer clear of seeking a second interview with him, as he has a reputation for abruptly ending conversations or walking out. One infamous incident on the set of Batman Forever further highlighted his no-nonsense attitude. Jones reportedly told Jim Carrey, in no uncertain terms, "I hate you. I cannot sanction your buffoonery." While Carrey is celebrated for his comedic talents, Jones's candid critique of Carrey's over-the-top style perhaps underscores his preference for a more serious approach to acting. Jones's unapologetic demeanor, both on and off screen, adds an intriguing layer to his public persona, showcasing a man who values authenticity and seriousness in his craft, even if it means ruffling a few feathers along the way. Jennifer Lawrence may be one of the biggest actresses in Hollywood today, but her fame hasn't shielded her from criticism about her behavior off-screen. Reports have surfaced multiple times suggesting that she can be unkind to her fans, a fact she herself has acknowledged. Lawrence has even defended her behavior by claiming it's a form of self-defense, though many find her approach unnecessarily harsh. While it's understandable for anyone to want personal space or downtime, there's a fine line between setting boundaries and coming across as self-absorbed or entitled. Success hasn't necessarily improved Lawrence's public image. Instead, it's raised questions about her character and how she handles her fame. Despite her undeniable talent on screen, these incidents have shaped a narrative that challenges the perception of Lawrence as a relatable and likable celebrity. Her journey through fame serves as a reminder that celebrity status doesn't exempt anyone from scrutiny about their conduct and treatment of others. Spike Lee is renowned for his immense talent as an actor, director, and writer, but his reputation off-camera tells a more complex story. Reports suggest that Lee's behavior extends beyond his artistic prowess, with accounts detailing instances where he's been less than cordial to both fans and fellow celebrities. During a public lecture at a university, Lee reportedly became visibly irritated when two fans asked questions, abruptly cutting the session short by 40 minutes. This incident is just one of several stories circulating about Lee's temperament and interactions with others in public settings. While Lee's creative achievements are undeniable, his reputation for brusque behavior challenges the idealized image often associated with celebrated figures in the entertainment industry. It serves as a reminder that talent and success do not necessarily correlate with graciousness or approachability in personal interactions. William Shatner is best known for his iconic role as Captain Kirk on Star Trek, a character so deeply intertwined with his persona that even his cast and crew affectionately referred to him as Captain Kirk. However, beyond the glamour of his on-screen persona, Shatner's off-screen reputation has been marked by controversy and criticism. One notable incident that sparked public scrutiny was his absence at Leonard Nimoy's funeral, which disappointed and angered many, considering their long-standing friendship and professional collaboration. This absence fueled discussions about Shatner's priorities and relationships within the industry. When Comedy Central announced a roast for William Shatner, celebrities eagerly lined up to participate, seizing the opportunity to candidly express their opinions about him. The roast became a platform where Shatner faced a barrage of unflattering commentary, revealing a side of him that contrasted sharply with the heroic image of Captain Kirk. While Shatner's legacy as an actor and cultural icon remains intact, these glimpses into his personal life serve as a reminder that public figures are often more complex than the characters they portray, with flaws and controversies that can sometimes overshadow their accomplishment. Kiefer Sutherland's portrayal of Jack Bauer on 24 earned him acclaim, but his personal life has been marred by controversy and public incidents that paint a different picture. Reports of dewy and drunken behavior have contributed to a perception of him as a troubled figure off-screen. His reputation as difficult to work with was highlighted by fellow actor Freddie Prinze Jr., who openly criticized Sutherland's professionalism during their time on 24. Prinze Jr., known for his amiable demeanor, described his experience working with Sutherland as negative, shedding light on the challenges of collaborating with him. While Sutherland's acting talents are undeniable, These insights into his personal and professional life underscore the complexities of fame and the realities behind the polished facade of Hollywood. His journey serves as a cautionary tale about the impact of personal behavior on public perception, even for those who have achieved significant success in their careers. Tom Cruise is undeniably a striking figure known for his age-defying looks and impressive acting skills, not to mention his daring stunts. However, beyond these attributes, his personal life has drawn considerable criticism and controversy. During his marriage to Katie Holmes, Cruise's behavior reportedly included imposing stringent rules on her, such as restrictions on her friendships, travel, and communication with his ex-wife, Nicole Kidman. His affiliation with Scientology also became a contentious issue, with Cruise reportedly exhibiting fervent devotion to the religion and expressing strong opinions about it, which some viewed as overbearing. Holmes eventually ended the marriage and distanced herself and their daughter from Scientology, a decision that has resulted in limited contact between Cruise and them. This aspect of Cruise's personal life has fueled perceptions of him as controlling and uncompromising. Despite his professional achievements, Cruise's personal controversies have overshadowed his career, prompting discussions about the complexities of fame and the impact of personal beliefs on relationships. His story serves as a reminder that even celebrated figures are not immune to scrutiny for their actions and choices. Chevy Chase, beloved for his role as Clark W. Griswold in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, unfortunately carries a reputation for being quite the opposite of his endearing on-screen characters. Reports abound of Chase being difficult to work with, earning him a notorious reputation among his Saturday Night Live co-stars, who reportedly despised him. Beyond his professional demeanor, Chase has been criticized for making inappropriate remarks towards female colleagues, which has tainted the way some view his comedic legacy. Learning about these aspects of his behavior may tarnish the nostalgia associated with his iconic roles. While Chevy Chase's comedic talent is undeniable, his off-screen controversies serve as a reminder that the personas actors portray on screen can be starkly different from their real-life personalities. This contrast underscores the complexities of separating an artist's work from their personal conduct. Ellen DeGeneres is widely adored for her charm and humor on her talk show, but behind the scenes, reports suggest a different narrative. There have been allegations that she treats her writing staff poorly, particularly when she disapproves of their jokes. This behavior is surprising considering her background in stand-up comedy, where she initially honed her comedic skills. Criticism of Ellen's demeanor extends beyond her treatment of staff. Comedian Kathy Griffin has publicly commented on Ellen's reputed mean streak, indicating that this perception is well known within Hollywood circles. While Ellen continues to entertain audiences with her on-screen persona, these revelations challenge the idealized image of her as a universally beloved figure. They serve as a reminder that public figures, despite their public personas, may have complexities and controversies that influence their interactions behind closed doors. Milton Berle was notorious in the entertainment industry for his unapologetic habit of stealing jokes, earning him the unflattering nickname the Thief of Bad Gags. His reputation for joke pilfering even prompted RuPaul to publicly confront him at the 1993 MTV Video Music Awards, where their on-camera and off-camera interactions were visibly strained. What was meant to be a passing of the torch moment turned awkward when RuPaul ad-libbed criticism of Berle's comedic style, revealing tensions between the two. Berle's contentious behavior extended beyond joke theft. During his guest hosting stint on NBC's Saturday Night Live in 1979, he clashed with the show's producers and cast members by attempting to dominate rehearsals and upstage his peers. His actions were so disruptive that producer Lorne Michaels reportedly tried to prevent the episode from being rerun, though copies eventually resurfaced in 2003. Despite his controversial legacy, Burrell's impact on comedy and television remains undeniable, showcasing the complexities of talent and ego in the entertainment industry. His career serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of creative plagiarism and unchecked ambition in show business. Charlie Chaplin, despite his silent films, was not silent in his assessment of the filmmaking team. He is known for his strict meticulousness and can fire crew members quickly if they do not meet his standards. In terms of personal life, Chaplin's life is no less remarkable than any of his films. He was married 4 times, often to women much younger than himself. His first wife was only 17 years old on the wedding day. His second wife was even only 16 years old. At the age of 54, Chaplin married Una O'Neill, daughter of famous playwright Eugene O'Neill, when Una was only 18 years old. Although this marriage caused strife in the family when Eugene O'Neill rejected his daughter, they lived happily until Chaplin's death. However, Chaplin's private life was considered controversial and criticized because he was said to have abused his wives and often had illicit relationships. Charlie Chaplin's life, both on and off the screen, is a fascinating story of talent, ambition, and personal turmoil. His legacy as an innovator in the film industry lives on, while the tangles and controversies of his personal life are a wake-up call about the complexities of fame and human relationships. Errol Flynn, the charismatic swashbuckler of Hollywood's golden age, remains a figure shrouded in controversy and intrigue. Charles Hyam's 1980 biography, Errol Flynn, The Untold Story, initially stirred shock with allegations of Flynn's involvement in same-sex affairs and accusations of Nazi sympathies. However, these claims were later debunked as lacking substantial evidence in subsequent biographies. Flynn's life was further marred by legal troubles, notably his involvement in 3 separate statutory rape trials in 1942. Despite being acquitted each time, the trials irreparably damaged his reputation. The phrase "in like Flynn" originated from this tumultuous period, though its casual usage today often overlooks its troubling origins. As Flynn aged, his lifestyle choices and tumultuous personal life took a toll on his once dashing appearance. In his later career, he often portrayed aging alcoholics, reflecting the stark contrast from his earlier heroic roles. Tragically, Flynn passed away from a heart attack in 1959 at just 50 years old. The medical examiner's assessment of his physical condition, comparable to that of an 85-year-old, underscored the toll that his turbulent life had taken on his health. Gary Crosby's 1983 tell-all biography, Going My Own Way, painted a revealing portrait of his famous father, Bing Crosby. According to Gary, discipline in the Crosby household often included stern lectures and the use of studded leather belts as punishment. Even when Gary's brothers misbehaved, he sometimes had to endure discipline along with them. Reports also show housekeepers using extreme measures such as drowning treatments in the bathtub to quiet children if they are caught talking in bed or waking up too early. Despite their professional collaboration in 7 road films, Bing Crosby and co-star Bob Hope's relationship reportedly remained strained off-screen. In private, Bob Hope confessed to a friend that he did not particularly like Bing and sometimes expressed a strong dislike for Bing. Tragically, 2 of Bing Crosby's children struggled with depression and died, casting a shadow over the Crosby family's public image of success and harmony. Gene Kelly, renowned for his dancing prowess and charisma on screen, found himself embroiled in controversies that painted a darker image of the Hollywood icon. Rumors swirled about his rough treatment of co-stars, with anecdotes suggesting that dancers like Chris sometimes returned home from MGM bruised, leading to speculation about Kelly's involvement. In a more serious allegation, Kelly was accused of involvement with the Provisional Irish Republican Army, IRA, in 1970. Reports claimed he met secretly with IRA leader Cathal Goulding during a covert fundraising mission in the USA, where he allegedly donated a substantial sum intended for purchasing firearms. Kelly reportedly told Goulding, "This money is for guns," implying a direct support for militant activities. However, these allegations surfaced posthumously and have been vehemently disputed by Kelly's widow, Patricia Ward Kelly. She maintains that while Gene Kelly was proud of his Irish heritage, he was not wealthy and was not inclined towards violence. Instead, she portrays him as a man who cherished his roots but was committed to peace and nonviolence. John Wayne, a Hollywood legend known for his iconic Western roles, was also a controversial figure due to his outspoken ultra-conservative views. Throughout his career, Wayne's political stance evolved from early affiliations with socialism and liberalism to staunch conservatism. He famously supported Barry Goldwater in the 1964 presidential election, partly due to Goldwater's opposition to the Civil Rights Act. In a widely criticized interview with Playboy in May 1971, Wayne made divisive remarks, asserting his belief in white supremacy and expressing reservations about African Americans holding political office until they met certain educational standards. His public denouncement of homosexuality and critical comments about films like Suddenly Last Summer and Midnight Cowboy added to his contentious reputation. Today, Wayne's legacy is debated, with some film students boycotting screenings of his movies and calls from Democratic leaders to remove his name from Orange County Airport. His complex persona continues to spark discussions about the intersection of politics, Hollywood, and cultural values in American society. Bette Davis, the legendary screen goddess, was known for her fierce personality and memorable moments both on and off screen. Producer William Fry recounted a dinner with Davis and director Herschel Dougherty, where Dougherty accidentally bumped her finger into Davis's face. In response, Davis unleashed a fiery verbal tirade that cleared out half the restaurant. Unfazed, she returned to her meal as if nothing had happened. On film sets, Davis was known for her intense commitment, often refreshing her iconic eyes between scenes. During the filming of Mr. Skeffington, an incident occurred where someone tampered with her eye wash in her dressing room, although the culprit was never identified. Director Vincent Sherman even joked with detectives, suggesting that if they lined up the cast and crew, 100 people would humorously confess to wanting to harm Davis. Joan Crawford was a force to be reckoned with, often likened to pushing her way to the front like Lady Liberty herself. Her infamous feud with Bette Davis during the making of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane was so legendary that it became the subject of the 2017 miniseries Feud. Davis tried relentlessly to oust Crawford from the film but failed, leading to a chaotic aftermath when Davis received an Oscar nomination and Crawford did not. The 1978 Tell All Mommy Dearest, authored by Christina Crawford, exposed a harrowing account of abuse allegedly endured by Crawford's children. While some of her other children denied mistreatment and defended her, Joan's struggles with alcoholism, jealousy, and obsessive cleanliness were well known in Hollywood circles. Crawford's personal life was as sensational as her career. Rumors of a one-night stand with Marilyn Monroe and her involvement as the other woman in multiple divorces added to her enigmatic persona. Adopting children for publicity and illegally arranging adoptions behind closed doors were also part of her controversial legacy. Mickey Rooney, Hollywood legend, has a turbulent personal life with 8 marriages and countless love affairs. In his autobiography, Life is Too Short, Rooney revealed a series of scandalous stories. MGM head Louis B. Mayer reprimanded him in 1938 for an affair with Norma Shearer, which disrupted production of Marie Antoinette. Rooney also recounts his first visit to a brothel with Milton Berle and witnessing Tallulah Bankhead's lesbian encounter. He caused controversy when he outed Judy Garland for a brief affair with a woman and described Ava Gardner's private parts in detail. In Craig Bennett's 2019 book True Confessions of a Shameless Gossip, Rooney is portrayed as rude, with shocking allegations, including an affair with Elizabeth Taylor on the set of National Velvet, while he is 24 years old. Bennett also accused Rooney of misleading young actresses with fake auditions. While many of Rooney's claims have been deemed exaggerated or false, his legacy remains a mixture of Hollywood glamour and notorious controversy. Thank you for watching my video. There are many other interesting things in the next videos. Please look forward to it. Thank you and goodbye. Welcome back to Hourglass channel. Today, we embark on a journey through the past and present corridors of Hollywood, exploring life from the glamour of its golden age to timeless musings. On their faces, the stories behind these beloved characters celebrate their contributions to cinema and culture. Let's explore the timeless charm of these legendary characters. Let's go! Lonnie Willison's fall from grace paints a stark contrast to the glamour often associated with the modeling world. Born on January 25, 1983, Willison rose to prominence in the early 2000s, her striking features and fitness prowess landing her coveted spots in various publications and campaigns. Despite her apparent success, behind the glossy images and flashing lights lay a tumultuous personal life. Willison's marriage to Baywatch star Jeremy Jackson ended in a highly publicized and acrimonious split in 2014. The separation was marred by allegations of violence, with Willison claiming an incident of strangulation during a drunken altercation with Jackson. This period marked the beginning of a harrowing downward spiral for the former model. In the ensuing years, Willison's circumstances grew increasingly dire. She was spotted rummaging through dumpsters and living in homeless encampments, a shocking turn for someone who had once graced magazine covers. Reports surfaced of her battling addiction and mental health issues, compounded by the trauma of her past. The once sought-after model now faced a reality far different from the runways and photo shoots that had defined her earlier life. Lisa Robin Kelly, the American actress renowned for her captivating portrayal of Lori Foreman in the beloved TV series, That 70s Show, epitomized talent and passion. Hailing from Southington, Connecticut, she embarked on her trajectory to fame, armed with an undeniable gift for acting and a fervent love for the craft. Graduating with distinction from the theater school at DePaul University, she swiftly captured hearts with her portrayal of Lori, the spirited elder sister of Eric Foreman. Yet, beyond the glitz of Hollywood, Lisa wrestled with a plethora of personal tribulation. Her battle with substance abuse, rooted in her time on the show, was compounded by heart-wrenching personal losses, notably a miscarriage. Legal entanglements, including DUI charges and domestic altercations, further fueled public scrutiny. In a poignant revelation, Lisa disclosed her retreat from burgeoning success, driven by a tumultuous relationship with alcohol. Tragically, her quest for redemption was curtailed by her untimely demise on August 15, 2013, at the age of 43, in an Altadena, California rehabilitation center. Her passing, attributed to multiple drug intoxication, marked a poignant end to a luminous life dimmed too soon. What's better than starting the day with a delicious cup of tea and watching this fascinating video together? Let's reminisce about the 90s, an era filled with laughter in movie theaters and one comedic titan reigning supreme, Jim Carrey. Originating from the chilly town of Newmarket, Ontario, Carrey's journey from modest beginnings to Hollywood's zenith epitomizes the human spirit's triumph. With his elastic face and inexhaustible energy, Carey stormed onto the silver screen, captivating audiences with unforgettable performances in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. His characters transcended comedy, becoming cultural landmarks and securing his place in comedic lore. However, Carey's artistic palette extended beyond laughter. Delving into drama, he mesmerized audiences with poignant roles in The Truman Show and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, showcasing his versatile talent. Behind the glitz, Carey grappled with personal demons, battling depression and mourning the loss of his ex-girlfriend, Catriona White. Emerging as a beacon of resilience, Carey advocates for mental health awareness. At 62, his legacy extends beyond the silver screen. He's a painter, a poet, and a reminder that even the brightest stars endure moments of darkness. Randy Quaid, renowned for his portrayal of Cousin Eddie in the National Lampoon's Vacation series, boasts a career spanning over 90 films. However, his off-screen life has been a tumultuous ride of legal troubles, leaving fans perplexed. In 2009, Quaid and his wife Evie were embroiled in scandal when accused of defrauding an innkeeper in Santa Barbara, California, using an invalid credit card to settle a $10,000 bill, sparking a series of legal woes. The following year, they faced burglary charges for squatting in a property they previously owned. Fleeing to Canada to evade arrest, they were apprehended at the Vermont-Canada border. Surprisingly, a Vermont judge dismissed charges due to inconsistencies in California's case. The Quaids settled in Vermont, far from the glamour of Hollywood. Once celebrated, Randy Quaid now navigates a starkly different reality, his life overshadowed by legal turmoil, a stark contrast to his illustrious past. If you want to explore the journey with me, please leave number 1 and watch this video until the end. Interesting things are waiting for you in the video. Wesley Snipes, synonymous with dynamic performances and action-packed cinema, has weathered both the pinnacle of Hollywood triumph and the depths of personal adversity. Rising to prominence with his breakout role in Spike Lee's Mo Better Blues, Snipes embarked on a trajectory marked by versatility and magnetic screen presence. Films like New Jack City, Jungle Fever, and the Blade trilogy solidified his status as a cinematic icon. However, amidst the glittering facade of his public persona, Snipes faced a tempest brewing behind the scenes. Caught in a whirlwind of legal troubles stemming from tax evasion charges, he endured a shocking fall from grace. Accused of failing to file federal taxes and resorting to questionable tactics to evade financial responsibilities, Snipes ultimately faced conviction. Sentenced to 3 years in federal prison, Snipes utilized his time of incarceration for introspection and growth, emerging with a newfound perspective on life and purpose upon his release. While maintaining a relatively subdued presence since then, his story serves as a powerful reminder of the transient nature of fame and the enduring consequences of one's choices. Bobby Driscoll's life unfolds as a poignant tale of a star whose brilliance dimmed too swiftly. Rising to fame at just 6 years old, he became a Disney sensation with iconic roles in Song of the South, 1946, and Peter Pan, 1953, etching himself into the hearts of audiences worldwide. Yet, as adolescence approached, the transition proved harsh, marked by Disney's abandonment due to Driscoll's changing appearance. Rejected and adrift, Driscoll descended into a tumultuous life plagued by addiction and crime, culminating in a stint in rehabilitation in 1961. Despite efforts to reignite his acting career, the industry's indifference left him disillusioned. Seeking solace in New York's Broadway scene, success remained elusive. Tragedy struck at 31 when Driscoll was found lifeless in an East Village tenement, succumbing to heart failure induced by years of substance abuse. His lonely end starkly contrasts the adulation of his earlier years. Driscoll's story serves as a poignant reminder of fame's fleeting nature, leaving behind a legacy tinged with both enchantment and sorrow. Stephen Baldwin, the youngest among the famed Baldwin brothers, has traversed a life marked by extraordinary twists and turns. Renowned for his roles in iconic films like The Usual Suspects and Biodome, Stephen's journey in Hollywood has been a tumultuous ride of soaring successes and challenging setbacks. Yet, beyond the glitz and glamour, his path has been strewn with personal battles that have tested his mettle and resolve. In 2009, the harsh glare of financial turmoil overshadowed his career achievements as Stephen confronted the stark reality of bankruptcy. Revealing the depths of his financial woes, the filing exposed a daunting array of debts, including hefty unpaid taxes, overwhelming mortgages, and mounting credit card bills. The staggering magnitude of his financial predicament plunged Stephen into a precarious situation. However, the shadows cast by financial strain were not the sole tribulations in Stephen's narrative. His personal struggles, notably with substance abuse, have cast a pervasive shadow over his pursuit of inner harmony. Mike Tyson, the iconic boxing sensation, exemplifies how an addictive personality can lead from immense wealth to utter financial ruin. Rising from a turbulent upbringing, Tyson ascended to become the youngest heavyweight champion ever, claiming the title at just 20 years old. His dominance in the ring, with an impressive record of 50 wins, 44 by knockout, solidified his status as a boxing legend. However, beneath the surface of his staggering $400 million fortune lurked a darker truth. Tyson's life was overshadowed by an addictive nature that fueled extravagant spending habits. From opulent mansions to fleets of luxury cars and even exotic pets like a Bengal tiger, his penchant for excess knew no bounds. Yet, perhaps most peculiar was his collection of 3,000 pigeons, some valued at thousands each. In 2003, the consequences of Tyson's lavish lifestyle and financial mismanagement came crashing down. Facing a monumental $23 million debt, he was compelled into bankruptcy. The once revered boxing champion found himself selling off assets, a stark departure from the lavish existence he once enjoyed. Don't rush to escape this boring video and forget comment number 2, I will change it if I know you hate it. Amanda Bynes, once adored as Nickelodeon's sweetheart through all that, and The Amanda Show soared to teen stardom with its Like What a Girl Wants. However, behind the dazzle of fame, a shadow loomed over her life. Struggling with substance use disorder, Amanda's career trajectory was marred by legal troubles and diminishing opportunities. The once abundant wealth began slipping through her fingers as her personal battles overshadowed her professional success. Publicized incidents including troubling social media posts, driving incidents, and psychiatric interventions starkly contrasted with her on-screen image. Eventually, a conservatorship was imposed, stripping her of financial control. Yet, Amanda's narrative is one of resilience. She confronted her challenges, embracing sobriety, and in 2022, she regained her autonomy as the conservatorship dissolved, signaling a hopeful resurgence from her tumultuous journey. Kim Basinger, the epitome of Hollywood's femme fatale during its golden era, entranced audiences with her alluring performances. However, beneath the surface glamour, her life was marred by financial turmoil. In a daring move, she invested $20 million in a Georgian town, envisioning a cinematic haven, but the dream soured, resulting in a substantial loss. Additionally, her career suffered when she withdrew from boxing Helena, sparking a costly legal battle that culminated in a $7.4 million judgment against her. The financial strain forced her into bankruptcy, starkly contrasting with the on-screen allure she projected. Amidst these challenges, her personal life unraveled further with her high-profile divorce from Alec Baldwin, exacerbating her financial woes. Reflecting on her marriage, Basinger once remarked about Baldwin, "We all get along with whatever, but he's been a challenge." Despite her talent and acclaim, Basinger couldn't evade the harsh realities she faced. Her journey underscores the harsh truth that even amidst Hollywood's glitz, financial recovery can remain elusive. Brett Butler's journey indeed encapsulates the highs and lows of fame, resilience, and personal struggle. From her breakout role in Grace Under Fire to her subsequent challenges with addiction and mental health issues, Butler's story reflects the complexities of life in the spotlight. Despite facing setbacks, Butler's talent endured, allowing her to continue pursuing her passion for acting. However, her financial difficulties in recent years serve as a poignant reminder of the unpredictability of success, especially in the entertainment industry. The creation of a GoFundMe campaign to support Butler underscores the reality that financial stability is not guaranteed, even for those who have achieved significant professional success. Butler's willingness to confront her challenges openly has made her an inspiration to many, showcasing the importance of resilience and perseverance in the face of adversity. As she reflects on her past experiences, it's evident that Butler's journey is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the enduring power of passion and determination. Corey Haim, born in 1971 in Toronto, Ontario, started his career successfully. He rose to fame as a handsome teenager in the 1980s, captivating audiences with roles in iconic films such as The Lost Boys, Lucas, and License to Drive. With his irresistible charm and boy-next-door appeal, he became one of the most sought-after young actors of his time. However, beyond the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, Haim struggled with personal demons that cast a shadow over his life and career. Struggling with substance abuse and mental health issues, he found himself in a constant battle with his own demons, often overshadowing his professional achievements. Despite sporadic victories and rehabilitation efforts, Haim continued to face difficult battles and defeats. Tragically, on March 10, 2010, at the age of 38, his death, reportedly due to pneumonia complicated by an enlarged heart and hardening of the arteries, is a stark reminder of the darker side of fame and the devastating rate of addiction for even today. Even the most talented individuals. Born into the legendary Barrymore family in 1932, John Drew Barrymore's life unfolds as a riveting tale of triumphs and suffering. Despite being the son of famous figures like John Barrymore and Dolores Costello, he still struggles with the weight of their legacy, trying to find his own path amid their towering shadows. His early years were tumultuous. The separation of his parents at a young age and limited contact with his father kept him away from the spotlight. However, the allure of theater proved irresistible. At the age of 17, he had a brilliant cinematic debut, signaling the glory to come. John Drew's journey in the entertainment industry has been a whirlwind of ups and downs, marked by stellar performances alongside personal struggles, including legal woes and substance abuse, leading to a period of homelessness. His story serves as a poignant reminder that even those born into greatness can stumble in darkness. Erin Moran's story sheds light on the hidden struggles that often come with life in the spotlight. Born in 1960 in Burbank, California, Moran began his acting journey as a child, securing his first role at just 5 years old. She rose to fame as Joni Cunningham on Happy Days, becoming immensely popular but becoming typecast, hindering her move into diverse roles as she matured. Despite his early victories, Moran faced personal problems, including substance abuse and financial difficulties, leading to a period of turmoil. The pressures of Hollywood exacerbated the struggles of her, which is known for its relentless pace and unforgiving standards. In her later years, Moran struggled with the harsh realities of waning stardom, encountering financial instability and personal turmoil that stood in stark contrast to her promising beginnings. Her passing on April 22, 2017, from complications related to stage 4 cancer, marked a tragic end to a life once filled with the promise of fame and fortune. Castle. Dana Plato's life epitomizes the highs and lows of Hollywood, from early stardom to heartbreaking tragedy. Born Dana Michelle Strain in November 1964, she quickly rose to prominence as America's sweetheart on Diff'rent Strokes, captivating audiences with her portrayal of the sweet and wholesome Kimberly Drummond. However, as the show concluded, Plato struggled in an industry notorious for its fickleness. Transitioning from child star to adult actress proved challenging, compounded by personal demons like substance abuse and financial struggles. Legal issues, including arrests for robbery and prescription forgery, tarnished her image, reflecting deeper turmoil. Tragically, Plato's life ended in Moore, Oklahoma, where she succumbed to a fatal overdose of prescription drugs. Initially deemed accidental, her death was later ruled a suicide, adding a somber note to her story. Her journey underscores the fragility of fame and the toll of celebrity, reminding us of the hidden heartache behind the glamour. In remembering Dana Plato, we reflect on the fleeting nature of success and the lasting impact of talent on our cultural landscape. Danny Bonaduce, renowned for his portrayal of the wisecracking Danny Partridge on The Partridge Family, became a household name in the 1970s, etching a special place in pop culture history. However, the transition from child star to adult brought forth a series of daunting challenges. Following the sitcom's end, Bonaduce encountered personal struggles that tested his resilience. In 1990, legal issues surfaced when he was arrested for attempting to purchase cocaine, a stark contrast to his role in anti-drug advocacy. Subsequent arrests, including one for assault in Phoenix, led to the loss of his radio job and financial woes. Homelessness became a grim reality as he lived out of his car near Hollywood's Grauman's Chinese Theater. Despite his past fame, Bonaduce faced addiction and the harsh realities of life on the streets. However, his story didn't culminate there. With determination and support, he sought help for his addiction. His perseverance bore fruit as he returned to the airwaves, co-hosting a morning radio show in Seattle until his retirement in 2023. Aaron Carter's journey was a whirlwind of triumphs and tribulations. Emerging into the spotlight at just 7 years old, he swiftly rose to fame, following the footsteps of his brother, Nick Carter of the Backstreet Boys. His debut album in 1997 propelled him to stardom, and by the age of 9, he was a global sensation, with his sophomore album, Aaron's Party, achieving immense success. However, his life took a drastic turn after his 2002 album. A 16-year hiatus from music saw him engulfed in reality show controversies, family disputes, and battling substance abuse rumors. Financial struggles loomed large, with reported tax lines and diminished earnings. His public battle with addiction and mental health issues painted a grim picture as his physical health deteriorated. In an attempt to regain financial stability, he turned to unconventional means like OnlyFans. Yet, despite efforts, his struggles persisted, culminating tragically in his untimely demise on November 5, 2022. Aaron Carter's passing, attributed to a devastating mix of inhaling refrigerant and consuming Xanax, marked the poignant end of a once promising star whose light dimmed amidst adversity. Pamela Anderson, renowned for her iconic role in Baywatch, has journeyed through a tumultuous landscape of fame and personal trials. Her Malibu residence, initially a symbol of triumph with its $1.1 million purchase, soon became entangled in financial turmoil. As construction costs soared and tax bills accumulated, the once idyllic haven transformed into a burden. Despite her star-studded allure, Pamela's financial stability wavered, ultimately leading to the bittersweet decision to part ways with her cherished home, selling it for $7.75 million. This poignant turn of events serves as a stark reminder that even the most luminous stars can be dimmed by the shadows of financial mismanagement. Pamela Anderson's narrative, a captivating blend of celebrity glamour and harsh fiscal realities, resonates with the universal truth that behind the glitz and glamour often lies a story of resilience in the face of adversity. Lena Headey, celebrated for her iconic portrayal of Cersei Lannister in HBO's Game of Thrones, has encountered a career brimming with accolades alongside personal trials. Despite her triumphs on screen, Headey's off-screen journey has been punctuated by financial and legal hurdles, notably during her divorce from musician Peter Laufran. Her commanding performances as queens in both Game of Thrones and 300 propelled her to global stardom, yet shielded her little from real-life tribulations. The emotional toll of her divorce, finalized in 2013, was compounded by significant financial strain. At one juncture, Headey revealed possessing less than $5 in her bank account, a stark contrast to the opulence of her on-screen persona. Forced to adapt, she made substantial lifestyle changes, including selling her Hollywood Hills abode, symbolizing her success, and opting for a more modest residence in the San Fernando Valley. Navigating ongoing legal disputes over custody and financial settlements has only added to her burdens, requiring her to wade through intricate legal processes while coping with mounting stress. Before winning the prize in this survivor race, Todd Herzog was flying through the sky like an Empty Next member, but it was his strategic intelligence on Survivor China that helped him receive the $1 million prize at the age of 22. However, behind the limelight, Todd faces a silent battle. Alcohol threatens to take away the wealth he has worked so hard to earn. A month into treatment helped Todd realize the severity of his situation, opening the path to recovery. With professional support, he overcame the flood and got his life back. Now, in the peace of sobriety, Todd shares a happy life alongside her husband, Jess Hermanson. In an emotional act, he staged a magical proposal with dolphins, symbolizing the happy new program he started after his recovery. The video ends here. Remember, there are still many other interesting and engaging videos in my playlist. Before you leave, please leave a comment number 1 if you found the video interesting, or number 2 if not. It's that simple, isn't it? Thank you!
I asked that because I see your fingers and I could tell they look bad. They look.
Yeah, someone broke them.
Hi, my friend. Welcome back to our channel. How are you today? Come sit with me and relax, sipping a cool cup of tea in the hot weather. I'll take you to learn about famous people who became homeless and you would never recognize them. Let's go. Amanda Bynes, once the beloved star of Nickelodeon's All That and the Amanda Show, rose to fame as a teen sensation in movies like What a Girl Wants. However, behind the scenes, her life took a tumultuous turn. Struggling with substance use disorder, Amanda's career faltered amidst legal troubles and diminishing opportunities. The wealth that once seemed boundless began slipping away. Her personal struggles became public spectacles, troubling social media posts, driving incidents, and a psychiatric hold starkly contrasting her bubbly on-screen persona. Eventually, a conservatorship was imposed, stripping her of financial control. Yet, Amanda's resilience shone through. She fought to overcome her challenges, committing to sobriety. In 2022, the termination of her conservatorship marked a turning point, signaling a hopeful comeback from her darkest days. If you want to explore the journey with me, please leave number 1 and watch this video until the end. Interesting things are waiting for you in the video. Lonnie Willison's rise to fame in the early 2000s was a testament to her striking beauty and fitness prowess, landing her coveted spots in magazines and campaigns. Yet, behind the glossy facade, her personal life took a turbulent turn. Her marriage to Baywatch star Jeremy Jackson ended amid allegations of violence, marking the beginning of a downward spiral. In the years that followed, Willison's circumstances grew increasingly dire. She was spotted rummaging through dumpsters and living in homeless encampments, a shocking contrast to her former glamorous life. Reports reveal battles with addiction and mental health issues, reflecting a stark reality far from the runways and photo shoots she once graced. Lonnie Willison's story serves as a sobering reminder of the unpredictable nature of fame and the profound impact of personal struggles on even the most glamorous lives. What's better than starting the day with a delicious cup of tea and watching this fascinating video together? Corey Haim won the hearts of audiences with memorable roles in films such as The Lost Boys, Lucas, and Liken to Drive. His youthful charm and undeniable talent quickly made him a sought-after star in Hollywood. Yet beyond the glare of stardom, Haim also struggled with profound personal challenges that overshadowed his professional success. His struggles with substance abuse and mental health issues plagued him throughout his life, leading to intermittent periods of rehabilitation and career peaks. Despite efforts to overcome these obstacles, setbacks continue. Tragically, on March 10, 2010, at the age of 38, Corey Haim passed away from pneumonia, combined with an enlarged heart and arteriosclerosis. His untimely death is a stark reminder of the dark reality of fame and the devastating consequences of addiction for talented individuals like him. Please comment number 1 to let me know that you will be with us until the end of this video. Lisa Robin Kelly gained fame for her role as Lori Foreman on That 70s Show. Graduating with a BFA from the theater school at DePaul University, her talent and passion for acting propelled her into the limelight. Despite her on-screen success, Lisa faced significant challenges off-screen. She battled with substance abuse, which began during her time on the show and was exacerbated by personal tragedies, including a heartbreaking miscarriage. Lisa's struggles with addiction led to legal issues, including DUI arrests and domestic disputes, intensifying the public scrutiny she endured. In a candid revelation, Lisa admitted fleeing from her rising career due to her drinking problem, a decision that haunted her as she fought for recovery. Sadly, Lisa Robin Kelly passed away on August 15, 2013, at the age of 43 in a rehab facility in Altadena, California. Attributed to multiple drug intoxication, marked a tragic conclusion to a life that had once shone brightly on screen. John Drew Barrymore. His father, John Barrymore, and mother, Dolores Costello, were iconic figures in theater and film, yet John Drew struggled to carve out his own identity amidst their towering legacies. From a young age, John Drew faced challenges, including his parents' separation when he was just 18 months old. Despite his mother's efforts to steer him away from acting, he debuted in films at 17, drawn inevitably to the stage and screen. His career was a tumultuous ride, showcasing moments of brilliance alongside personal struggles such as legal issues and substance abuse, which later led to periods of homelessness. John Drew Barrymore's life serves as a poignant reminder that even those born into Hollywood royalty can grapple with shadows. His legacy lives on through his children, including his daughter Drew Barrymore, whose own career has both honored and transcended the family name. Jim Carrey rose to comedic stardom in the 90s with his infectious energy and expressive performances in films like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. His characters became iconic symbols of comedic brilliance, solidifying his status as a beloved figure in entertainment. Beyond comedy, Carrey showcased his versatility with acclaimed roles in dramatic films such as The Truman Show and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, demonstrating his ability to excel across genres. However, amidst his professional success, Carrey faced personal challenges, including battles with depression and the tragic loss of his ex-girlfriend, Catriona White. Despite these hardships, Jim Carrey emerged as a resilient advocate for mental health awareness, using his experiences to shed light on the importance of mental well-being. Today, his legacy extends beyond acting. Erin Moran securing her first acting role at just 5 years old. She gained widespread fame as Joni Cunningham on Happy Days, though this success also led to typecasting and challenges in transitioning to different roles as she matured. Despite her early accomplishments, Moran faced personal struggles, including battles with substance abuse and financial instability. These difficulties were exacerbated by the relentless pace and demands of Hollywood. In her later years, she experienced a decline, grappling with the harsh realities of waning fame. Erin Moran's passing on April 22, 2017, due to complications related to stage 4 cancer, marked a tragic conclusion to a life that began with immense promise in the entertainment industry. Her story sheds light on the unseen struggles that can accompany a life, emphasizing the importance of compassion and support for those navigating the pressures of fame. Randy Quaid, in the National Lampoon's Vacation series, has led a life beyond the screen filled with dramatic twists and legal troubles. Despite his prolific career spanning over 90 films, Quaid and his wife Evie found themselves embroiled in scandal in 2009. Accused of defrauding an innkeeper in Santa Barbara with an invalid credit card, they faced subsequent legal challenges, including burglary charges for allegedly squatting in. The situation escalated when the Quaids fled to Canada, claiming persecution and evading arrest warrants. However, their flight was halted at the Vermont-Canada border by U.S. Customs agents. In a surprising twist, a Vermont judge dismissed the charges against them, citing discrepancies in the California authorities' case. This decision allowed the Quaids to settle in Vermont, where they now reside away from the Hollywood spotlight they once thrived in. Dana Plato's life, starting with early fame and ending tragically, reflects the complexities of Hollywood. Dana became beloved as Kimberly Drummond on Different Strokes, capturing hearts with her portrayal of a wholesome teenager. After the show ended, Plato struggled with the transition from child star to adult actress, facing challenges in securing roles and battling personal demons like substance abuse and financial troubles. Legal issues, including arrests for robbery and prescription forgery, added to her difficulties and marred her public image. Tragically, Dana Plato passed away in Moore, Oklahoma, from a prescription drug overdose, initially deemed accidental, but later ruled a suicide. Her story highlights the fragile nature of fame, the harsh realities of celebrity life, and the importance of understanding and compassion in the face of personal struggles. Wesley Snipes. Rising to fame with roles in films like Spike Lee's Mo' Better Blues and the Blade trilogy, Snipes became known for his versatility and magnetic screen presence.